Run away. Run away.
No.
Oh god.
What's that?
Damn it, I had so many shotgun shells. No, that was not gonna work all.
Alright.
Basically, as long as my mech doesn't get double teamed, I think I could just one. I can full burst, half a mech, and then finish it off.
Nice.
So it shouldn't be a problem.
Alright. Don't need that notes, don't need that notes, don't need that notes, do need that notes. We're good. Swap the music a wee bit.
How much time do we need before we can...
Honestly, I'm just waiting on the siblings as per usual.
As
Max is almost here. Now it is just a question.
nobody's going after middle point.
So, what'd you get up to this week?
Not much, really.
What's up, Joe?
There's the Maxel.
Of course, everybody fights in the middle. I'm gonna play to this fight, but no order. Fine. No, they're gonna go after all of it. Surprise, bitch! You did.
That's interesting.
Surprise, bitch! You did.
This is just being a cunt.
And this is different from normal how?
No, somebody was. I literally jumped in front of like a dude and then just like shot him up and went, "Surprise, bitch! You did."
Oh god, Joe, how much Russian Badger do you watch? Jojo?
I'm not sure he can hear you.
Joe?
Jojo, can you hear Max?
Faintly.
Drew, you can hear me just fine, right?
Yeah. Jojo, you might want to turn him up.
That sucks.
Okay, anyways. Yeah, because I haven't messed with my on-computer Discord settings, so it shouldn't have carried over my phone from last night.
No, it sounds fine.
Yeah, anyways. No, I was saying, Drew, have you seen the Russian Badger Among Us video?
You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
Russian Badger only did one Among Us video.
Oh, well then no, I haven't watched it.
Maybe two. No, it was Ackman who did two. Anyways, point being is what Jojo was just saying about whatever he's doing in game right now. Just remind me of Heavenly's "What you looking at, bitch?" When he accidentally left his mic
Surprise,
on as an
bitch.
imposter and killed
You
someone in
did.
front of everyone. Actually, I'll see if I can find the clip. It's fucking. It might be one of the best Among Us kills I've ever seen.
Anakin, the Force surrounds you, Rey. Alia, let it guide you. Ahsoka Tano, as it guided us. Mace Windu, I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative. That's funny.
You are
Christ,
in the
bitch.
Avengers. We do not grant you the rank of initiative.
Ooh. This is absurd. This is a secret lair, you understand me? No keggers. Don't worry, I don't have any friends.
What did you just say? No whats?
Keggers. What the? You know what? I don't even want to know You know what? No, I don't want to know what you think. you
Politely, I thought you said piggers. But
heard. Keggers.
I heard more of an I
Keggers.
sound at bare minimum.
This is gonna be really close, but I need to get after this right now.
Wait, are you in the middle of a game right now, Joe? You always do this.
To be fair, the siblings also do this.
Somebody actually
Yeah.
snuck past.
At least one of them has a bit more of an excuse, and
Neither of them do. Not in my book.
of
Oh
course
my
not you.
goodness! It is
hello, there is in fact
the
an
man,
Adam.
the myth, the legend,
Oh god damn it!
the Atom.
Fuck's sakes!
What?
Get out of here.
Roll 20 doing its usual thing of, hey, we forget your password. Also, you can type your password in, but we're not going to accept it.
Sorry, I just did an update on Discord. Hi.
Hi. Where's your sister?
Taking a piss.
Surprise, bitch.
All right,
Just
Jojo.
You did.
Like, I had to take a
It's
few
all,
minutes,
Joe.
mate.
This is such domination.
You
All
have.
right, Jojo.
Like,
Is everybody
guy,
here?
like, shit in peace.
No, you're not allowed to shit in peace.
You have
Clearly.
7 minutes, and then we automatically deduct half the health of Orin.
I'd still have more health than Erland.
Yeah,
Or
well,
me.
that's not saying much. Max HP on my sorcerer, and guess what? I have 12 HP at level 2.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good for fucking level 2, mate.
I know, right?
Yeah. It means you won't die to a single D4.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We just faced off against our first creature, and its attack, its lowest attack, did 4d12.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, boy.
You're gonna get fucked.
I expect to be one of the 2 that immediately dies. There's the Hannah. By the way, can everyone hear Max?
Yeah.
Oh, you're playing this song?
Max, talk again.
Yeah, what's up?
I can hear
Okay, you're
ya.
good.
Okay,
Yeah, for some
Jojo.
reason JoJo can't, but that's probably just a JoJo problem.
Jojo,
What?
You must have
can
muted
you
him.
can you actually hear Max
No, I
this
can
time?
hear. I can hear Max. I
Okay,
good.
just haven't said
Then
anything.
what the fuck is everybody?
Because
No, it was-
previously Joe was complaining that he
I
couldn't
just
hear
heard the song that Drew was playing, and I'm like,
Oh.
I don't approve of it.
Yeah, well, guess what? You don't have to approve because it's my thing. So I'm gonna play what the fuck I want.
Is it?
I hear the sound echoes beneath, angels and skylines meet, and
fucking Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch is a cunt sometimes.
We kind of got ass blasted back in the day when they started bringing around the rules around like no shit like guns.
Oh yeah.
Yet they allow games with guns. I don't know.
Okay, so they did this thing where they're like, you know, you have to show guns on stream, and like we got that warning the day that the warning first came out, and it was a fucking mess. It was just a fucking mess.
Yeah,
But
because we
anyway.
always used to have like props on, especially when we were playing shooter games, like some of our real guns on, like for Battlefield or Split Screen Sunday or some of those.
Yeah, I
Especially if we were
remember
doing
that.
theme days.
Mm.
Those were the
Like
good
definitely
old
the
days.
shotguns came out for Left 4 Dead.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
big
I have
time.
to admit,
Yeah,
rum plus apple juice, not a bad combo.
not a bad
Actually
combo.
not.
No.
Don't
No.
desperately try rum and milk, though. Bad idea.
No,
No, I
No,
I
we
don't
never do that. Why
I
would
don't
you? Why
plan-
would you do that?
Because that was all I had in the fridge in university.
You
at
know
one
what? That's
point.
fair. That's 100% fair.
I'm like, I have shit rum.
At that
and
point,
I have,
why not
like,
just
almond milk and that's it.
drink the rum?
Because it was really bad rum.
White rum? No. Mix it with anything. Mix
no,
it
it
with
wasn't.
anything.
It wasn't white rum.
Anyways,
Jeez.
Anyway,
Okay.
so you guys are all here. You guys are all.
I am not
some
sober
orient-
anymore.
You know, you can't do that that saying anymore. I just realized.
what's saying?
Hmm.
That this is from like back in the day, when words, when like there wasn't a blacklist of words,
Mhm.
and so I remember back in like grade 6, people would walk in the classroom and be like, "I'm here, I'm insert Q word."
Queer.
Oh, you can't say that?
You can't say that anymore, dude.
Depends on the
You
context.
also can't say
depends on the
you can't say virgin, you can't say simp, you can't say
Why?
You
Wow.
can't
Which-
say
which-
virgin.
yeah, Twitch just banned those.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So the U.S. blank islands must be really fucked.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're
They're
man.
screwed. They're fucked,
Or
man.
anyone who talks
So
about
we're just
cooking
gonna
gets
say the,
extra blank olive oil.
What about the company though? The company
Yeah,
we
that's
can't
what
even
we
name
know.
anymore.
Yeah, Richard
can't even
Branson is
mention
really
their-
fucked.
No,
Richard
you
Branson's
can't
probably
mention
gonna
any
be
of it.
released.
Nope,
We can't mention
nothing.
that they have a specific airline.
Nope.
They have a specific branch of records.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I don't know.
I'm
Can't
gonna
do it.
still fucking say
Dear-
the
That
word.
reminds me of
Dear
the
Twitch, you
time
messed
on
up.
the Assassin's
messed
Creed forums on Ubisoft. You have been banned. Reason? We.
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 Wasn't that became a meme,
Alright.
right?
That became a meme.
It did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
good.
remember that.
Speaking of which, speaking of memes, now
Uh-oh.
that we're all back, and now that we're all here,
Yeah, I had to take long
You-
because Adam was singing in the bathroom.
I was taking a shit.
You're lucky.
do,
I
do
was
you
not.
often sing while you take a shit? You know what? I
mean,
actually I don't want to know the
You
answer to
probably
that.
don't want to know
Don't
the
ask
answer to that.
questions you don't want answers to.
I didn't realize that I didn't want the answer until after I asked the question.
That's your own fucking fault, boy. You pulled the trigger on that one.
I did.
It's weird. We're allowed to cuss, but there's certain words that we're not allowed to say. That's
Yeah, well,
really
I'm gonna fucking
ridiculous.
say them anyway because I don't
welcome
give a shit.
to 21st century.
Seriously,
There's
I'm not
Our own
gonna
personal
refrain from
dystopian
saying
hellhole.
from anything.
Okay,
I don't
so
give a fuck.
there's a difference. Like, some of the words I get, others like okay, virgin and simp.
This
Honestly,
is
I
reaching.
haven't been in 2020 long enough to understand exactly why they would be considered derogatory. I thought they were just memes, but you know what?
I
It wouldn't
thought
be the
was
first
just
time.
memes, too.
It-
Yeah.
it's
It's
like
only
that-
an insult to simps.
It's like that moment that I realized, or that someone pointed out that someone was banned,
Puppy.
not because they
3 o'clock.
show. What? Hi. I'm not. No. Becca just like pops out of nowhere. concerning sometimes.
I would say between you and Bax is beyond between you and Bax, but okay.
So
Oh.
there was a streaming that was banned where it was like, oh, someone sent him a troll pic with a horse stick in it, and I was like, that makes no sense. Like, why the fuck would they do that? Like, that's so stupid and everything. And then it popped out that no, it was straight up bestiality porn. So it's like context is important in some things.
Yeah.
But anyways, moving away from bestiality porn to flawless transition.
Flawless.
Oh, this is why.
I'm not drunk enough for this shit.
This is
Don't
why
worry,
I
you don't
send
need
you
to
rum.
be drunk enough. So,
Yeah, Joe hasn't been able to partake yet.
No.
not yet.
Well, I'm
We'll
still
get him
got-
here. We'll get him here. But
Well, still on that one Mickey of Cab Morgan, so
it's fine. It's fine.
we'll be fine, I think.
Last we left off, which was a week ago or 2 weeks ago now. At this point,
hmm
kind of
Feels
crazy.
even
to think about
longer.
that.
Eh.
Time is
The-
linear as far as we know.
as far as we know, but we won't get into that.
You could have fucking
that-
told me. Doesn't feel fucking linear.
Our intrepid group of adventurers made their way back into, in search of supplies, the now destroyed or lost town of Sutton. A place that it seems has been ravaged by the undead that had plagued Arcali as well, and upon further investigation, potentially something even worse. As you all had your first, and as far as you know, the first ever encounter with a new race of beings. Strange Davy Jones-esque
Squidwards.
Squidwards. Sure.
Not the term I would use, but yeah, okay.
If it's enough for Tony Stark,
Intelligent?
it's good enough for me.
Who, while intelligent and seemingly powerful, also remained squishy, and you were
They
able
heard
to
it.
drive off at least the one that remained. Of course, also spying and gleaning a little bit of information to the plans of one Nagina the Infernal, who you ran into a hologram or projection or communication of when investigating the town. After beating away the Mind Flayer, though I'm sure you'll come up with a different name, the group of you, along with Thalos, have made your way quickly with the found supplies back to the caravan that you traveled here with. And that is where we will begin tonight's session. So, as you all head back to the caravan, heads held at least a little bit high, what would you all like to do?
That was a shit show.
I think I have a crossbow message thing for today. Like, I don't think I've used them yet.
I don't believe you have.
No.
Didn't you use one yesterday or in game yesterday?
I get them every day.
It's a refresh.
So we had a long rest, yes?
Yeah.
You had a long rest yesterday. I'm not sure. Did you have a... Are you just going to the caravan and falling asleep for 8 hours?
I don't
Depends
think
on my
so,
HP.
no.
Hold on.
But I hadn't messaged anyone in between long rest and
Hold on. I'm just
Squidward
double checking
battle.
my HP.
Then no,
Yeah.
you
Okay, yeah. I'm fucked. I'm very hurt.
hmm
Like, big boy damage hurt.
Yeah, you got brain crunched.
It
Oh,
hurted.
that's right. You did get brain crunched, didn't you?
I'm at 18 HP
Mm-hmm.
out of 56.
Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
So,
Yeah, that's a big yikes. So, what y'all doing?
Well, I wanted to crossbow message dickhead blackmailing mayor guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because Squidward had said that he was going to try again to take over the village because it didn't work. So I want to send him the message, get everyone out of town. Zombie hordes invading again. You will die. Please leave.
So you're sending this to Cedric?
I don't feel like digging back through my notes, but whoever
The
dickhead
mayor
mayor guy
of
dwarf
the
was.
fucking Arcali or whatever it's called.
Cedric Ashglade, yes.
Yes, badass
Yeah,
clown.
the really trim dwarf.
Yes.
Are you
You okay?
I'm fine.
he's got the Rona.
Hopefully
Bruh.
not.
I don't have the Rona.
Don't even joke about that shit, man. All right. So your message in 25 words or left is zombie horde coming. Get everyone out. You will die.
Please leave.
Please leave.
How
That
about
is
coming
bull-
back? Please leave. I think I have enough words for that.
You do. Yeah. 25
Yeah.
word you've sent like 17 max at this point.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but I don't really feel like talking to this guy, but it is my due diligence to tell him that
You know,
he's gonna
wouldn't it
fucking
be better
die.
if, like, barricade the town or something? They had walls, right?
They had.
I don't.
They had a gate. They had
Yeah,
something.
it got
yeah.
dragoned, and their soldiers got dragoned.
I wish I had a flamethrower, but you know, that's not possible.
And they probably don't know about Bear Creel's tunnels above table.
No, they definitely don't know about that.
Doesn't
That
those
might be
lead
the
back
one
to the
safe
city of
place for them
lamps?
to go.
That does, yeah.
But like,
Question: does
Mhm.
anyone else in the group know that Clover is sending this message? Because
nope, you don't know unless I tell you. But
that's why I'm asking. Because if you were to tell us, Marcilla might have an idea about that.
I'll be fucking just.
well, I already
Um,
sent it. But I will tell you that I did send a message to the mayor to let him know what we heard from brain crunching tentacle guy.
Well,
To
Brain crunchy tentacle guy.
a few minutes go past, and eventually you do hear a very confused, I don't know who this is, but thank you for the heads up. We will take this into consideration. And that's it.
good enough.
Take this under advisement, jerkweed.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pull this under advice.
What's your alignment, Clover? I mean,
Oh, Drew, I
I
just realized
don't remember.
Lawful evil.
that makes a lot
no.
of sense.
we totally
It's
missed the thing
not,
we were going to
but-
do 2 days ago.
You're gonna have to
I
be a
almost
little
have-
more.
Tron Legacy Anniversary Watch.
Neutral good.
Neutral good. Okay. Yeah,
I think
seems
that
about right.
counts.
Yeah, that's more or less there. Max, that is the most random fucking. That's the second most
I was
random
just looking
fucking
through
thing.
my calendar quickly.
Why are you? You know what? I'm not. Nope.
Had an alert pop up.
Nope. 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 I'm not even gonna ask. So,
And
Orin, you're just passed out and.
I'm not passed out. Like I'm not down. I'm tending to my wounds.
Why does that make me think Orn is licking them like a cat?
I am not licking like a cat.
For
We're
your notes,
traveling on the
actually.
way back, right? That's what's currently happening.
Yeah,
We already
you've
got back
all
to camp, I
crammed
thought.
yourselves onto the carriage that you brought out, and though the horse does complain, you have managed to make your way back.
Okay. Now that we're back, yeah, fuck all of y'all, fuck all of everything. I'm going to bed.
Okay.
I don't give a shit what time it is. It's just no, thanks. I'm done with today.
Sounds
You
like
hear
real life.
It's a long checkout.
But Orn doesn't say any of that. It's just,
Nope.
"Oh, there's something I don't care. God, fucking damn
you
it."
do hear a
Hold on.
Thalos just kind of.
As he's trunching
Thank you for
over
your
to his bed.
for your help. We're gonna be leaving.
You hear thunk as the hammer hits the ground and slam as the door closes.
Do you even
Don't
have a door,
mind
or is it
him,
more like a
Or
flap?
whatever the closing of the tent or whatever. I don't know.
Yes, 10
I was gonna say more just a
slam.
lump
Flap.
of just him just
Ted flap
onto
aggressively.
his back and just passing out.
Aggressive tent flap. Yep.
There
that's
is
exactly it.
also like Max just said,
No,
aggressive.
I noticed, Drew. I noticed this whole ordeal that Orn is not happy about this.
And
I guess there is also like
a single
tail-
cup
the
of water
little
sitting
tailgate of
outside
the,
just falls over.
Cart.
Sorry, which Max?
Oh, my cup of water.
I would say there's possibly like a tailgate like on the cart.
Aggressively slams the tailgate. Yep. Okay. For the record, Orn, due to the fact that you did take massive damage last time,
More stars on
you
face.
will have just above your eyebrows. There's going to be a ring of teeth marks,
There's a lot of-
scars, small thin scars that go
Yeah.
all the way around your head,
Fun.
from where you almost got instant gift from.
Attractive.
Yes, because Orn was
Hot.
such the people pleaser before. All right, well, I don't know what we're gonna do about the big fellow, but
Don't mind him. He's had a wild day.
well, I can tell that. I mean, really, he did not look good. None of you look great, to be honest.
I
But
always thought
Thanks.
that
Not the words I would
it's
use,
had more
but
of a
okay.
beak-like structure.
now that we're out of that town, though, what the fuck happened back there? All I heard was just a bunch of chanting and some strange lights through the fog, and
I just put it this way and just say, you don't want to know.
We found a new species. You wouldn't like it.
God damn it.
I think he probably should know. It
Nah.
looks like they might be heading back to Arkali, so we should either,
Wait,
get
you're
ahead
no,
of
we're not
No.
heading back to Arkali.
I'm not heading back to Arkali. We're going forward. We have a dragon to meet.
You have
I was.
Well, it would
hoping
seem that
this
if they're going that way, the dragon, given
no,
it,
we're,
the
we're
chains and
going
everything
up.
might be
We're,
with them.
we're going up to Octon. Like the caravan, we got all our supplies here, but we're going to the fortified town of Octon. Like we're
Mhm.
not we're
Yes,
not
we
fucking
are
around
coming.
here,
We are coming
and we're
with you.
certainly not taking on a fucking We're taking no, we're not.
No,
fucking
no,
with
no. We're not
Midas.
talking about you. You're fine.
Okay, okay.
If
No, not you. You're not involved with this. It's all good. You're
Well, in
we're
that
just-
case, I'm gonna go converse with the other caravan
if Sutton
bosses.
got
and...
overrun, wouldn't it stand to reason that possibly Octon got overrun?
Oh, that's a funny one. That's a funny one.
What am I missing?
How many?
Why
How
is
much
that
farther
funny?
to Arcton now again?
Oh, we're about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. Probably about 5 day. 4 days if you if you actually push it, but 5 days with the entire caravan.
Well, are they in a rush? Are they in any rush at all to get there?
It looks like it. Athalo says he kind of backs away slowly from your conversation, sensing that this goes above his pay. You see him just kind of make hand motions, and the various bosses start to like, oh, yep. Activity slowly building as, campfires are put out. People stuff what remains of their early lunch or so on and so forth into the caravan. It looks like they're prepping to just GTFO.
I'm going to turn to Bear, Creel, and Clover and ask, What was so funny about my suggestion that possibly Octon's also been overrun?
Oh,
It's-
it's definitely going to be overrun. I did actually send a message to their mayor. Whether or not he does anything is up to him. But we need to go forward, not back.
I just
Reminder,
no.
since you might not be looking at Roll 20, the town you came from was Arcali.
Okay.
Arcton.
We're not going backwards. I want to go forward.
You're not
That's
going.
all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you're not. So going to Arcton wouldn't be going backwards per se, but it wouldn't necessarily be going in
It's
the
a
direction of
Really
any of
roundabout
the.
journey.
It wouldn't necessarily be going in the direction that you all might want to go.
It
So,
does the road go through Negrisa then to Arcton?
no. If you're looking at the map, Arcton is above.
Yes, I
Uh,
know, but I'm watching the yellow lines, which I was assuming were roads.
No,
I'm on the
there's
wrong
a.
side of the map. God damn it.
So this trade route right there, I know it doesn't specifically carve into Sutton, but it's implied that Sutton would fall, or you'd be able to get onto this path from Sutton as well.
So it's like a crossroads town like fucking Bastogne or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So Drawd has a crossroads town.
There you go.
There we go.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Also,
as
Orange-
Marcilla did already say, wouldn't it make sense that if the zombies are going back to Arcali and, we met the dragon while he was with the zombies, that would make sense that would be that's where the dragon might be.
The dragon already did his duty in that town. He was supposed to just break stuff and be the initial muscle. Those creepy flesh things did their job from there.
Yeah, I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to encounter the creepy flesh things, which I obviously don't, but I just have a feeling that thing.
Well, we might not get much choice in the matter, given that, the dragon seems to be part of it. The whole chain around his neck is probably under their control. Magical bullshit.
No, I got all that. Don't worry. But
That's kind of a gimme.
but going forward to see what happens at the next town may give us more information than going backwards.
Just out of curiosity, how long has it been since we were given our mission?
It has been. I've actually
Like 5 days?
5 days, 7 days?
You were given 30 days. You did 4-day travel from Arcali to Sutton, and then you've been here for a day and a
Another
bit.
full
So
day.
it has been
Mhm.
5
5
days
days.
total. Yeah,
5 days and change. Got it.
5 days and change. Yeah.
Well, we're on the 5th day, essentially.
Yeah.
So as a month in this world, 30, 31, 28 days.
No. So we have the calendar that I believe I sent you, but I will pull it back up for you.
Probably have not.
No, I definitely have.
Sutton. Sorry, I just want to double check. Sutton, Arcton, then where next?
So they're just straight going. So just a reminder on a few things that you guys might have forgotten. The caravan has all the bosses and your guide, whatever you want to call him, Athalos, keyed you in last session that the caravan will not be making any more stops. They're going to be hunkering down in Arcton for the time being, at least until the conflict between the Beastum and the Coalition comes to either a standstill or it's safe enough to travel. Given the fact that they ran into undead on the road, they've run into a destroyed town there. Arcali was hit. It's way too fucking risky for them to be doing the usual trade routes at this point. So they are headed to
So
Arcton,
we're going.
and that
so
is
we're
their final
at
stop.
Arcali, and their final stop is Arcali.
No,
we're
you're
at
at
Sutton.
Sutton.
We came from Arcali.
We're at
You
Sutton.
came from
Okay.
Arcali, yeah.
That's not confusing at all.
It's not.
Do we want to go up to Arcton then?
Yes.
So
Oh, that's where they're going, so.
They're going there whether you guys decide on it or not.
I would like to go up there.
I think that might be the best play.
Orn is asleep and is not part of this decision.
Nope.
My only
You
concern
are
is
just
that we
tagging
have
along.
nothing in the way of call it predictive intelligence that actually says that the dragon's going to be there, whereas there's entirely a chance that the dragon might be back at Arkali with the rest of the zombies.
I think there's just as much chance that it'll be up north in a new town we haven't been to and hasn't been sieged yet as a town that already has been sieged by the dragon.
Fair enough.
All right, roll the dice. Let's go.
As a final thing, you also actually, you know what? Whoever is doing the note taking, whoever wants to go for it, roll a history check for
Okay,
me just
Hannah.
to see if you remember something.
It's all you,
Uh,
Hannah.
That
I
would
should,
be
probably I should go
me.
get my dice.
You don't
Yeah,
have your
dice are
then?
generally a good thing.
In this game, yes. 17.
Okay. You also do recall during the eavesdropping, the mind flayers did mention a black tower or a tower of some kind, as well as Larton and the Sea of Blood. Those did, as well as the
Yes.
Stronghold of Havoc. Those kind of areas were brought up in conversation.
Well,
Although
and they
you're
also
not
talked about mining something.
They also talked about mining, as well as us taking things from Sutton, from the Sutton mine. So, just a reminder on some of the things they did talk about.
I just didn't feel like doing the Sutton mine.
No, and that's 100% fair. I'm just reminding you guys of things, just so you
Yeah, because it's
are
been 2
making
weeks.
your decision with fresh eyes rather than just being like, this is what I kind of remember from last time.
Rather than 2 weeks of
Mhm.
memory. Because my memory doesn't span past more than 48 hours.
Hmm.
And that's being
I
generous.
feel like it does, but
I
anyways.
feel like it does, because you remember how to, like, eat food. And, like,
Hannah, I'm going to point out that I don't generally eat much.
no, you remember how to eat food.
Put in whole and somehow swallow.
That could go very badly, Adam.
It has.
I.
Yes.
Are you done yet?
No!
In general, no.
Oh, I'm very
Jesus
tired.
Christ. That is...
I'm very tired.
Do
Adam, I saw a thing that reminded me of you, and it ended in eat hot chip and cry. I'm like, ah, yes.
yes. Eat hot
Mm.
chip and cry.
Ah, yes.
Here's like an ADHD meme.
Aren't they all ADHD memes?
I like. No.
No, because there are
Oh.
science memes, which you probably have never been sent, because it's a very
Yeah, but you definitely
it's a
should send
niche
us-
meme.
Oh, come on. They're not that niche. It's fine. It's fine. So, now that you have a little bit more information, what is it that you all want to do?
I want to go up to the next town, Arcton. That's
I'm
what I
still
wanna do.
not part of this conversation.
Thank you. We understand that.
I have to state it.
Adam's like, as
Well,
a human
since I'm
being
over-
and a character.
It seems I'm overruled on this one, so fuck it.
I mean, you're welcome to go back to Arkali by yourself.
For both in-story and practical reasons, no, obviously.
Also, just so you know, here is your calendar that I definitely sent you guys a few times. So, as you can see, it is broken up into a 35-day month with 11 months total, 35 days per one. there's also a rough estimation. Not all of these holidays exist, but a few of the big ones do. So, for example,
Where
the
did you send
Grand
us?
Harp on Roll20,
Oh,
beside
roll
the map.
20.
right beside the map.
Oh, Jesus. Thought you were gonna like send us a document or something.
Hmm.
Why would I do that? When
Oh, there's a calendar.
yes,
Because
there
roll
is a
20 barely is functional for less academic purposes.
Intelligent people. Oh, I mean, never. Sorry. Elves.
Big oof.
Anyways,
Oh my God! There's more than one of me. Woo!
Are you okay, Adam?
No.
so like,
Interesting.
Hey, look, hey, look,
Adam-
look up here. Look up here. Above the danger city.
Of the what?
Above the ledger. The
the legend.
no, yeah, that.
Yes,
There's Orin. There's Orin. and Hammer.
there's only one.
Oh, you bastard.
So
And the answer
okay.
is no. I'm not okay.
Evidently.
Noted.
I think that was kind of implied.
Yeah.
evidently. So
Anyways,
so currently, you began your journey. Well, it was the 20 or the. Let's see. You had the attack on the 27th. Then it was roughly the 34th that you did the thieving. Then a few days later, you were out. So it's been 5 days since then. So yes, you guys are currently on the 7th day of dusk.
Oh, it's like wintry.
Yes, it is getting into the wintry.
Ooh. It's no good. Well, I keep warm.
trying to decide whether this
I
is
have
more
no
similar to the fucking Roman calendar or the goddamn French Revolutionary calendar.
It's based more on the French
15th of
Revolution.
Proreal. Of what, sorry?
It is based more on the French Revolution calendar than
Oh, good.
the Roman.
Metric time. What a fucking
Right.
idiot.
Prevents counters.
So, Athalos is currently rigging the caravans up and everything. He's not paying any attention to you all. So,
Am I still a tiny dwarf?
no,
No. Okay.
you are a
You were.
mouse folk. You've
No,
always
remember
been
we
a
got
folk.
disguised. We got disguised.
I think that went out the window a
Oh.
while ago.
No, that didn't go out the window. Currently, although I thought you had decided that due to the fact that he had already seen through your disguise, that you weren't going to.
I thought
although-
the
no,
scene,
no.
quote unquote seeing through was you fucking up and not realizing she was in disguise.
Yeah,
No, because you rolled shit on your deception check.
I did.
Also, you were
but that
using real
didn't
names.
On one
technically
person,
mean-
no.
Yeah. I
Your call,
I
then.
just want a ruling of the
If-
whether or not the fighting made my disguise go bye bye.
It didn't make your disguise go bye-bye because both your and Barracreel's disguises are physical disguises, makeup, different clothing, things like that. But fighting, of course, would harm it a little bit. Not that too many people care. For the most part, people are kind of in a rush at this point. So,
Yeah.
might want to touch it up. You do recognize that it's probably not the best disguise ever right now, but it's still functioning. At the
Can
very
I
least.
spend some time touching it up then?
Absolutely.
Because if we're heading to another city, I would like that to be slightly more intact.
Yeah, bear in mind, you would have to reapply it.
So I will.
on a daily basis. So
Barracreel,
Yes.
can you help? 1 second.
I will do the helping thing.
Yeah.
easily
I'm
done.
Just joking. It's fine.
Disguises can be reapplied and everything. Orin, you would probably get about an hour's rest, equivalent to about a short rest, before the caravan is completely broken down, and camp is the entire section of carts are ready to go. And they're not going to just leave you on the side of the road.
I thought we were like in one of the carts and flumped down.
I thought he was in a tent.
You
The
all
rest of
paid
us were
for
still in
carts, but it seemed like you found a random tent and just flumped inside.
I thought I was in a cart, but whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Some sort of sleeping quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, it would be about an hour before the caravan starts to go. So, do you just continue to sleep the entire time, or is
I'm
a short
fucking-
rest?
I'm fucking out until somebody fucking
Makes-
notifies me. Because
Okay.
I've had enough of this shit. Fucking squid ass bastard bit me in the face with his beak fucking thing.
Fair enough. Is there anything anyone would like to do, or they're just going to try and get a half-day travel in before bunking down for the day?
That's about it. I want to get going.
Okay.
Can we just go?
Easy done. For the most part, everyone seems to be on the same page of get the fuck out of here. So, half day's travel. Thalos at the reins, leading everyone forward until they push on even once the sun has set. Really trying to make as good of time as humanly possible. And by the time they stop, not only do the horses look ragged, but most of the drivers also, in a similar bout of exhaustion, seem to follow Orn's example of find the nearest flat surface that's somewhat comfortable, ball up a jacket, and fall asleep. So, the evening is yours if you would like to do anything. There is food around, or you can use your rations. All is yours.
I would like to scrounge food up from around, journal,
yeah,
and
given
then...
that we found plenty of food.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one cart is filled to the brim, and it should be more than enough supplies to get to make the journey to Arcton, especially at the pace that the
can I
caravan seems to
help
be going.
you? Sorry, Sophie's just decided to lie down in my dice tray.
I mean, that's
Okay.
totally, of course, normal.
That's a very cat thing to do.
Mm-hmm. So,
Anyway, continuing.
it's easy enough. You can find a couple of different campfires. The two carts that you your group has been a part of, specifically the Caspo cart and then the Roan Tree cart. Yeah, easy enough to find supplies somewhere. Nothing glamorous, but good enough. So, is there anything anyone would like to do in the evening, or straight to bed?
I just want to sit with Clover, just try to figure out, parse together how far we've done game, among
In
other
terms of
things.
physical distance, or
No, just more like we've gotten so far, we've done so much, and we've kind of had to. It feels like I feels like I've had to throw it all away. I'm not playing that.
What do you mean? I don't get it. As a player, I don't understand what you're saying.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
There it is.
Okay.
No, but Clover,
Hmm?
feels weird walking away from my bar.
Well, I mean, yeah, you seem to struggle quite a bit with that.
I don't know what I don't really know what to do. Like, where do I go from here? I feel like I'm just lost now.
Well, once the whole human city racism thing has been worked out, you could either open up a new bar, you could figure out more about your parentage, you could confront your family about using your adoption as a publicity stunt. There are lots of things you could do to find meaning in your travels.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Like, as much as I understand that bar was special, and it was actually very cool. I was in a couple bars in the city, and yours was by far the coolest. It's a building. You can always buy or renovate or create a new one, a better one. You
Yeah.
could travel, find more exotic booze to fill it with. And I think placing a priority on clearing our names so we can get back into the city is important for you too, not just because it's family struggles, but also you seem to have a lot of friends through your bar, and considering your family has already tortured your tailor, I don't think it's a long step for them to then go for your former employees. And
Sure.
I can see you wanting to protect them. Like, I'm not gonna put words in your mouth or feelings in your heart or any of that, but like, just predictably, you seem like you would want to help them.
I'm like holding back tears at this point. But
Clearing
What if
your
one-
name so your friends aren't tortured is a very noble life to exist.
yeah.
I understand where you're coming from. I'm not allowed to go home until this whole thing is cleared up. I am cut off from my entire species. The only thing I have ever spent my entire life caring about.
Like, yeah, no, that I can't say that I understand because I don't. I clearly don't. But
I think in a way you do. Family is what you make of it. Whether it's the one that adopted you and is not so nice, or it's your clan that your devotion is earned and expected, or if it's the people you employ who become your own little new family. All are valid.
all are valid. Yeah. I think it's just for me, it's a tough pill to swallow. And
For anyone.
yeah. It's like how does one just keep moving on and forging the path at this rate?
Well,
Mm,
I see it as two options. You can lay down, accept your sorrow, and die, or you can move forward and make things better. And one of those is clearly a more practical and heartwarming option than just lying down and hoping a zombie kills you.
mm,
Like, we saw what bottling emotion in did to Erland. That's not a good thing. Not healthy. Definitely a learning experience for me on the outside, but not something we should repeat. Accepting that you should mourn is okay. Maybe maybe when we go to Arcton, we find some place and, get you super drunk. Maybe that's helpful. I don't know. But
Maybe. I don't know.
at least no one's dead yet for you.
True. True. It just feels so weird.
Weird is a word for it, yes.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe it is the best just to pick up and keep going.
No, the other options are comparatively more bleak. And one foot in front of the other isn't such a bad thing.
You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's the best idea. It's just to keep going.
I am absolutely determined to clear my name so I can go home.
Well, the least I could do is help you do that.
We're kind of in the same boat there, so if we clear mine, we clear yours.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan. Yeah, I needed that, honestly.
I know I'm not really the best at emotional or social situations, but from an outside perspective, we've been through quite a bit here. So if you need to talk, we're in the same caravan. You could probably throw a rock at me and I'd know.
I could. I don't have a particular reason to, but I could.
And I do
Oh.
have one more message I could send today before we go to sleep. So if there's anyone you need to contact back home today, and I need to have met them, let me know, and you can take 25 words today.
That's kind of been clutched a lot more times than it should. I think I might pass on that.
It's alright.
And I'm not saying that because I don't want it. I'm saying it because I think it's going to be useful in other ways.
Well, I get new messages every day, so it's not like it's gonna run out.
I don't even know if we hit a full day cycle just yet, so...
Well, we're gonna go to bed soon,
She's
I
saying
hope.
she has 10 days available.
That's fair.
I got 2 each day. Got 1 left today, and I'll have 2 tomorrow.
You know what? Sure. I maybe try and see if my butler's okay.
And which person was that?
So are you thinking of the barmaid? Or are you thinking of...
No, my butler at home.
Oh, your butler. Let's see. That would be...
Can I do that? Because I don't think I've met them.
No,
Do I have to have met them?
Do you mean your butler at the Vilmo estate, or do you mean like the
Taylor? What's his
orc?
face? The guy at the door of the bar.
The orc at the door at the bar.
You mean the guy?
Okay, yeah.
He wasn't an orc, was he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
you
was.
mean you mean Bernston?
I thought he was a giant.
Yeah.
No, I thought. Never mind.
Bernston,
Sorry.
who you left the bar to?
The bar too.
You sold
Yeah.
the bar to?
Yeah. That would be Bernston. Bernston Galaxer.
And Clover's definitely met him.
Yep.
Oh
you
yeah,
have.
we're good on that. I was just thinking if it was like a house butler in the Vilmo estate.
No,
I don't
the
know.
Orc Taylor.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. So what would you like to send him? Remember, 25 words.
Uh, hmm. I hope you're doing okay. I hope they didn't beat you up too badly. I don't know what to say. This is
Well, you got till bedtime, so you can give it a minute and text it to the DM in group chat.
Stay safe, keep your fucking mouth shut. You can say all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Don't take any risks, keep your fucking mouth shut.
no. I was hoping to get a little bit of the role playing portion of this, but you know.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roleplay all you
Roleplay,
want. I'm
good.
just saying, like, if you're struggling, you can text and think
No,
about it. So we
that
can
was the
keep
acting
going,
portion
or...
of this. It's just like I know what I want to say, but it's like
Oh, okay,
I don't know what to say in character.
okay.
Mm,
I got it now.
This is. I guess I want to try and say is just. I hope he's okay. I hope he's not dead, and I wonder what they did, like what they did to him, and how much he told.
I would maybe phrase it differently than I hope you're okay. I wonder what they did to you. Forget.
Yeah, maybe make it a little easier for him because you know it's not the.
Stay safe, don't talk to cops. I want my lawyer. I
Oh
want
my
a
fucking
chief
god,
editor.
stop it.
Not what I was going for, but you know.
all right, sorry. Give me a second there. I got to change my Blizzard account password. Somebody was just trying to log into it.
Oof.
Okay.
Why haven't you
Okay.
deleted your Blizzard account?
Nope. I just took a quick look at my email and was like, hey, if this wasn't you,
You have a problem.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
We wanted to let you know
We
about
even bet the Chinese genocide, huh?
It's like, oh.
Well, that bit's pretty much over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is not okay.
I'm just gonna
Hold up.
enter that
My
back-
credit
Fuck it
card is-
over, yeah.
My credit card is attached to that. I'm a mute. Give me a second.
Yeah,
That's all
that's
right.
okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and send whatever message you want to me, or you can just say it out loud. It's totally fine.
I'm gonna let Clover take over on this one. I trust
Oh
her
god, you
enough.
want me to take over on this one? That's a bad idea.
You sure? You suck it out. It's worth a shot at this rate. I'm willing to take that chance.
Alright. We got this. I'm gonna text it into the group chat because I think better.
Okay.
Oh, did he know you as Gabriel or Barrakiel?
He would have known both, to be
Both?
honest.
Okay.
But Gabriel might give him more of a hint as you know what's going on, given it was his name for.
Yeah, just put it under. Don't put it under Barrakiel, I guess.
Gabriel. Got it.
Better. Smart play.
So while they're finishing up that, is there anything anyone else wants to do?
Other than Orin sleeping.
While Orin's still asleep. No one is going to try and wake a seemingly angry, passed out dwarf.
Yeah, no, that's a bad plan.
Above table. Is this the time for the break? Cause I'm
There's
holding
just
back a
clothes
flood.
everywhere.
Yeah, no, if you need to take
Yeah,
a bio
if
break,
you
go
need
for it.
to.
Okay,
You-
perfect.
You,
then.
can just go and we'll finish up the evening things. That's fine.
Dope. Okay,
Like
I'll be back. in a
this
minute.
this
That's
isn't a fucking formality thing. If you guys think we have to wait till bio break to go take a piss, no.
And frankly,
I've
you
dipped
initiate
before.
contact, not the other way around.
Yeah, so it's fine. The only time when, like, it'll be forced is when I have to get up and run away because it's like, whatever. So, the rest of you, minus Clover, because I know exactly what she's doing. Anything you want to do this evening, or just long rest it out?
I was just kind of like sitting, not quite in the circle with them, but close enough to hear and not like be sneaky about it.
Roll a perception check.
Also drinking.
Obviously.
That's 16. It's a 16 plus whatever the hell my modifier is.
Well, I need to know what the hell your modifier is because you're at that
1,
point where
17.
Okay, 17. Okay. You probably get about 60-ish% of that. It's a little bit broken up, but you get enough that you can kind of fill in the blanks. Between the fire and the conversations going around there, it's not the easiest to listen, but thankfully Clover and Barracreel seem to be
Not ultra
not
discreet about it.
whispering to each other. So. All right. So is anyone going to take watch, or are you all just passing the fuck out?
I'm gonna take my usual morning.
Okay. Easily done.
If I am able to wake up, I might go with Clover.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that a me, or is that a...
Sorry,
It's to the group chat. It's the message.
Got it.
Gabriel.
I will look at it. The response you get is... I don't know who this is. But thank you. Gabriel is good friend. I'm not great at keeping secrets.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, that's good. to
That's
know.
it.
I will let Gabriel / Barracreel know exactly what he said. Mine is probably the us.
The I don't know who this is.
No, the
The us and
yeah, minus the us.
That fucking bastard. Hmm.
I don't
He's
know.
got like a 8 intelligence, guys. Come
Yeah.
on, give him a
Yeah, I know.
break.
I don't think he has enough going on in there to willfully be a bastard. To be fair.
He's got, like,
I mean that in the, so would you call your friend bastards because they did something stupid kind of thing?
Do you call your friends bastards?
Not
Well,
Not
I call this
directly,
guy
but-
bastard because it's technically correct.
Sam. You and Max. You and I are two different people. To be fair.
Evidently.
Right, so
Highly inappropriate. Hee hee.
you all get the equivalent of a long rest.
Yay.
And
Hey.
Marcella and Clover, I mean, yeah, if you are trying to get up at a specific time, Well, actually, Marcella doesn't have the training Clover does, or the discipline, or the experience. So, roll a perception check. That'll be whether or not you can wake up.
Nope, 12. Well, probably not.
No. You would normally have someone waking you up for your shift, especially that early in the morning for you, as Marcilla. Getting up in the morning, not your forte. Not all the time, anyways. But Clover, easy enough for you. You've, well, it's been your duty to get up that early sometimes, so easily done. The morning is crisp, a little bit cooler than usual. There's a bit of a bite to the wind at this point. Seems nothing has happened during the watch. The usual rise and one other caravan individual seems to give you a side eye, but nothing more.
Is it the same dickhead who doesn't like me?
The same drow who's weary of you, yes. Rise.
I'm definitely gonna give him like side eye, you know?
That bitch, you gave me the side eye.
He
Yeah.
just rolls his eyes and goes back to his conversation with the other.
And other than that, I'm just gonna dutifully stand guard.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna use my shiny dice.
Ooh.
Hey, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That didn't work out great. 5! Didn't I roll shit on my last perception on watch?
You
too?
did, yes. It's a relatively lovely morning. You know, a little bit chilly, but you're bundled up. It's okay. The sunrise is absolutely gorgeous this morning. Just tinges of pink leading up as it finally crests the horizon. All right, your surroundings, they're probably okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
The sun is pretty.
So, you all get the benefits of a long rest. The caravan is alight with activity the moment the first few get up. The fires are stoked to life. A rough, crude breakfast of porridge and whatever quickly thrown together scraps, leftovers, etc. is consumed. And just as quickly, not even really properly tearing down camp, more just throwing everything into the back of the carts, stamping out the fires if needs be, they're ready to go.
Oh, at least
So
they don't
is
look around.
Orn awake?
That is an
Orin-
excellent question.
Orn would not be able to stay asleep.
Okay.
There is more than enough activity to rouse even the most restless of sleepers.
That's fantastic. I was really
How
hoping
many hours
not to
have I
wake a
been
dwarf.
asleep?
At this point, so they traveled about 3-4 hours previously into the evening. So a total of about 7 hours of travel total. Couple that with another long rest would put you at about 15 hours of sleep.
Excellent.
Decent snooze.
Yeah, very decent snooze.
Orin
feeling
still
better,
looks
Owen?
upset from being awake.
Can I find coffee?
Oh yeah, that's like
I would like.
the only reason fires are stoked this morning.
Great. I want to bring Orn coffee.
Cooking, but
What?
also then, other than cooking, as you were saying, but
Oh
Like,
sure,
obviously
but
no-
like the
Sustenance.
only real reason that they don't just eat cold rations is because nobody fucking goes without coffee. It's like fire stoked, kettles already put on, grounds are already being broken. To be honest, that's where a lot of the sound that Orin probably woke up was coming from. Mortar and pestle, or, you know, a wooden handle and a pot. Just tang, 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 tang. It's
Well, wouldn't they have one of those little grindy thingies? Like, that's what people used to do.
Yes,
No?
they would.
Not really.
no.
Why wouldn't they if they have like dedicated coffee pot?
I'm thinking like cowboy.
More like a
coffee.
boiler-ish thing.
Hey,
combined
they
with, like-
have what they have, man.
Yeah.
No,
Cowboy
this
coffee's
is
actually pretty cool.
if I gave you the mental image of this being a well-off equipped caravan full of people who have money to spare on such niceties.
That was not the impression I got.
That is not at all
Yeah,
the
that-
case here.
I was gonna say that'd be a fairly basic item for people whose jobs revolve around like living on the road.
Well, anyway, I want to bring Orin coffee.
Easy enough. It's not the most pleasant. There is a lot of grounds at the very bottom, but for the most part, it's passable. And especially compared to some of the military swill that you've drank during your somewhat short career, it is delicious.
I mean, you say short career, but to be fair, I'm 12.
Yes,
Relative.
relatively speaking.
Yeah, so I want a cup for me and a cup for Orin, and to just walk over to him, hand him one, and sit next to him and start
All right. Well,
blowing,
I will have,
slurping
as soon as he
the
actually like
child S
drinks
next to him.
some of the coffee, I'll just be like, "Feeling any better, on?"
Much better.
Well, I'm glad. How's your brain?
I just look at you, just kind of like a what? An odd question.
I didn't think
I-
Warren would be into coffee, but I can be proven wrong.
It's good for the morning.
I think.
Not as good as beer.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's probably
Ale,
a
but
cutoff
anyways.
time
Ale
between.
is a form of beer.
Correct. Max is correct.
I know.
Anyway,
There's probably a cutoff time where, like, after 7 in the morning, it's
I
like
look confused.
ale.
Like
It's
cutoff
fine.
time?
It's like literally after his first breakfast, it's like ale.
Yeah, like you have coffee and then it's ale for the rest of the day, right?
No.
No.
Usually the ale comes first.
Oh. Is it like a sandwich where it's ale, coffee, and then ale again, or just ale?
It's always ale. Every
Have you ever tried
One-
mixing coffee in your ale?
no
Oh.
waste
Unlike-
of both coffee and ale.
I feel like that would just water both drinks down.
You
Oh.
fragile races tend to place times on when you drink. Redundant. Dwarves, we just continue to drink. Makes us hearty. It's why we live so long.
Among other things.
I'm gonna say with a slightly wry smile on my face.
Living so long, you think you develop some taste eventually.
More than you.
I'm just gonna like on the coffee and like ooh.
And I kind of nudge my head towards the crossbow. I've got a little more taste than yours.
I'm just gonna smile.
Clover is not hiding that this is her favorite conversation I've ever seen between you. Just expression wise, it's like
It's
Yeah.
not only that, it's the first conversation between the two of us.
worth it.
I mean, maybe not the first conversation, but like the
No,
first probably
wait, no, it's
since
the
us
second.
yelling back and forth across that alleyway at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first conversation. This is the second.
as you
Literally
nurse
since
your
then, you have
drinks-
not tried to interact with Orin.
Well, I
It's been
joined
like-
in your and Bear Creel's whole drinking game, amongst other things.
That was interaction, but not a conversation.
Fair enough.
It's like
As
slapping
you,
someone is interacting, but it's not talking.
As you nurse your drinks, eventually Athalos comes over and all right, we're headed out real quick this morning, so need you all to finish up your whatever it is you're drinking. We're off.
And I
That's
pull a
good.
little flask out and pour some whiskey into the coffee, and I put it away, and then I take another slurp.
As you go to put it away, Athalos, like looking back and forth, just pats you on the shoulder. Just his partially filled cup just kind of like holds it out, just shifty eyes to you, just like
And I pour some in his as well.
For some reason, I'm thinking of that Mexican cough from Sicario.
nods his head, takes a sip. Let me tell you, it's gonna be a long day.
Oh,
And
what
that'll
makes
help
you
a
say
lot.
that?
And this is the point where after
Have you
finishing-
ever been on a caravan that's going hard to try and get to a destination?
Well,
Like an
no.
express?
Son,
Well, let me put it this
where do
way.
you think I came from? It's a long journey.
Let me put it this way. Normally from Sutton to Arcton is about a 5-day journey, 5 and a bit.
Mhm.
We're hoping to do it in 3.
Oh,
Nice.
I like
So-
efficiency.
Have you ever been on a forced march?
Yeah,
I have.
it's
ridden
not
in-
gonna be fun.
Driven hard before, but not probably for many, many days.
Might want to
Hmm.
see if you can make a pillow or something similar, out of your coat or something, just to protect the rear, so to speak.
I start packing my my pipe, and I'm like, it's not my first forced march.
Well, perfect. Off we go then. True to his word, you are ushered onto your carts. And as soon as it looks like everyone is ready, a whip that is familiar to some of you falls by his side, and an immediate 2 quick echo out across a somewhat empty area, and the cart immediately takes off. The other carts falling into the same pace. It is very rough. And now you understand, after about 5 to 10 minutes, what he meant by not pleasant.
Bumpy ride.
Very bumpy.
Orin's been through this shit before.
For some of you, it is.
new.
Yeah, it's. What you're realizing is the reason the caravan tends to go
Nothing.
slower is simply because it makes it comfortable
These
to
are
sit.
this is the
It
day
would jostle the
before
merchandise.
leaf springing. Where
This is the day of you better have something under your tush, or else you are going to have permanent chattering teeth. So, with that in mind, are
I'm gonna
any
put
of
my
you
stuff
attempting
back
to
under
do
my
anything?
butt.
After
I would like to
maybe,
put this stuff under my butt
30
because I'm
Oh,
gonna
but-
definitely gonna feel it.
Okay.
After maybe
Yeah,
say 30
anything
minutes
soft.
of this, I'm actually going to move up to the front of the cart with Athalos because driver tends to have a bit more suspension in their seat. Can I
You see
sit
that
up
he
here
is,
with you?
even though there is a little bit more suspension, a couple of, flexing metal pieces, he's taken his jacket and tied it around his waist so that there's like a ball of fabric underneath his butt. And as you stick your head out the flap, and he's like, "All right, yeah, just watch your step. It's a little bit, just right there." I need you to roll a athletic or acrobatics.
Everyone?
So acrobatics?
No.
Acrobatics.
Oh, I actually
It's
have.
not the most complicated move, but because of how much extra movement there is, and the fact that this is the first time Marcella has attempted to do something like this on a
Well, I've ridden driven in these conditions, but never tried to move up to the front seat of the carriage. Doing
that's what I mean.
17.
17? It's a
15
bit of a
plus two.
struggle, but between him just kind of like transitioning reins and just kind of bringing you up, easily done.
Yeah, I'll take my sash I usually have and just kind of fold it up a few times and put it under me.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna just
You can also
straight up
see
sit
that
on my backpack.
he's got a scarf that he's kind of using to tuck his face into so that the dust that's kicked up by the two horses, admittedly being at the front, you're thankful that you don't have to worry about too much. But every once in a while, a particularly errant puff or something similar does dust you. You're fairly certain that by the end of these 3 days, if you were sitting up front, your clothes would be very, very dusty and in need of a wash.
Oh, I will be on the regular using my sleeve or something else, just handkerchief or whatever, to gently brush my face, especially my forehead and my cheeks.
It's saturated after the first 50 plus minutes.
Okay, here's a question: given that these are kind of main roads between trading towns, are these cobblestone paved or are they dirt roads?
They're dirt. They're well traveled, yes, but they're definitely not cobbled or paved or anything similar to that.
I would think between fairly big towns, these would be even semi-paved.
You would think wrong.
Oh, what did the Romans ever do for us?
Not a whole lot, considering you're not on a main trading, or you're not on a route from a big town to a big town.
Rome doesn't exist in this world, so Rome has done nothing.
Rome can go fuck
I'm using that
itself.
as a stand-in for, predecessor empires of sorts. Don't forget, British roads still exist in India, amongst other things.
You do know, or you do think back and you're like, oh wait, Arcali to Gallos was a much better path. I wonder why Sutton to Arcton isn't. Oh wait, wasn't there another path leading out of Sutton that we never saw? Oh wait, yes. So you're sitting up front.
Didn't we get to the gate of that one and
Yeah,
then
and
almost
then there
got
was Squidward
fucked?
there.
So technically, yes, we did see it and got
I mean,
fucked.
we were on we were in the suburbs, really.
Close enough.
I don't think we ever made it to a gate of any sorts because we just
You
kind
made
of went
it to
through
the,
the farmland
to
and
the
shit.
you made it to the mining gates, but otherwise no.
Was that where we saw Nagana?
That's
Yeah.
where you saw Nagana, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, technically we did.
So, are you
So
doing
how does
anything up there,
Orin
or
feel about leaving behind a mine?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you don't know that actually, now that I think about it, you probably don't know that it's the mining entrance because you guys didn't explore anywhere past there.
Nope, but the
It
guy
would
did
look different
mention
than the
a
entrance to a
mine.
city.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. So, Marcella, are you doing anything, or are you just wanting a slightly more padded seat?
Yeah. For now,
Fair enough.
I'll just keep it down because he has to concentrate.
Oh, yeah. And true to his word, it is a long day. It's about, somewhere around 12 or 1 in the afternoon already. Leaving, early in the morning, you've already been on the road for, somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 hours almost at this point. Between 5 and 6 hours. And everyone's starting to think to themselves, okay, we'll probably stop for, break or lunch or anything. And at that point, everyone around you, the different drivers and otherwise, are kind of reaching back, grabbing jerky, gnawing on it. Athalos kind of hands you the reins, Marcilla, for a second. Just don't worry, just don't drag him too far to the side, and he's reaching into a small leather pouch at his side and starting to pull out a couple of rations.
Should I roll animal handling?
Nope. If anything happens, he would grab back the reins. He just wants you to hold them for the time being so that the horses continue their pace. As soon as he's kind of stuck a piece of jerky in his mouth and taken a swig from the water skin, just kind of grabs them back. I hope your rations.
I'll eat eventually. If you do need me to take over for even a short while, I'm not a bad driver.
Kind of looks you once over. All right. Here you go. Goes back to eating his jerky and reaching in. Water skin in one hand. Go ahead and roll an animal handling check.
Ooh, nice. I was kind of hoping to get a good roll, but not actually expecting it. Actually, one of my highest modifiers is actually, funny enough, animal handling.
Oh, you did?
That is a 21. 17 plus 4.
Easily done. The two horses are broken and definitely well used to this sort of treatment, but even so, wrangling the two of them, not the easiest task, and you make it look easy to anyone who is watching. Eventually, Athalos does take back the reins after finishing up his measly lunch. It's not every day that, a hard pace allows me a wee bit of a break, but you might consider hitting down the line and seeing if anyone else wants you to give them a break tomorrow.
I could do that.
Is anyone else going to eat today, or
Today,
in
general, yes.
Okay.
Well, I
Because
plan on it, yes.
if you want lunch or anything, you quickly realize they're not stopping.
Would the
I'd
jerky
imagine-
be available?
The only time they stop is to give the horses rest, and that's it.
Or at least slow, I'd imagine.
Slow down a little bit, They stop once to give the horses a bit of water, but that's about it.
Is that enough time to ask for jerky?
Yep.
I would like to ask for jerky.
Rations are pretty easily to come by, and someone tosses you a piece of jerky. You don't know what kind of jerky, but it's jerky. It's meat. It's smoked. It's dried. It looks like jerky. It tastes like jerky.
Let me tell
I'm
you,
I
not
would also like
questioning it.
mystery meat.
You probably
I would
shouldn't
also like
question.
it.
don't worry, it's just street meat.
I'm going to go, if I can, while we were stopped, back to the rations cart and see if there's, any bread. Get it before it gets stale, kind of deal.
There is bread. Yep. One person's kind of organizing it a little bit, and the bread seems to be being passed out a lot more readily than other, more preserved pieces.
I wouldn't mind getting a piece of bread.
Okay. Bread, jerky,
Go with
water.
that.
pass
Bread,
them
jerky,
lunch.
water.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I have wine
It's
now,
a
actually.
sandwich.
Once we get back moving again, just quickly offer my wineskin to Althalos and I guess the rest of you guys in the back of the cart.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Takes a good swig of it. That's a wee bit rich for my taste.
Well,
Don't think of that.
we did have our pick at.
All done. Evening comes around. Caravan slows down. You've made a lot of headway. A lot. And while your tushes are sore, actually, who wouldn't be used to this? Marcilla,
Me.
Clover. No, Clover would probably be at least used to a forced march, so similar concept. Marcilla and Barracriel, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Even with me, doing more to mitigate it.
There's a reason that it's not at disadvantage.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me. Barracriel, you please make yours at disadvantage.
Okay. Damn it.
Eh.
That was a nat 20 before you said that.
I feel bad now.
16.
No, you don't.
16 total? Wow.
It's 16
11, no
before
modifier.
modifier.
Holy shit. What is your total?
Constitution saving?
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's a 17 with modifier.
Okay. Marcella?
11, no modifier.
Okay. Shockingly, Marcilla, whatever Barracrila has done, which seems to be nothing, proved slightly more
I
effective
said I
than...
wanted to pad my butt.
Well, butt padding is one thing.
Not pad the seat that I was sitting, or pad the thing I was sitting on.
One way or another, Barracreel's aversion seems to have fared a lot better than yours. By the time the caravan stops, your butt is sore. You are mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually exhausted. And you want nothing more than to just drop and sleep. So, with that in mind, camp is quickly made, fires are quickly thrown up, spattering of food and conversation. Most people seem to be following Marcilla's look.
Eat, sleep.
Eat, sleep, and be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
sounds good.
Okay.
And always tinker.
Always tinker. Okay.
Yep.
Are you tinkering on something specific or?
Yeah,
Okay.
Either-
What are you tinkering on?
a couple things. Mostly a ring, and then
Okay.
probably a brooch.
Those
I
are
wanna
some
make
pretty...
A little necklace with a hidden little clasp in it.
Okay. Some of those are... If you're always tinkering, I would say it's going to be a lot harder to make those kind of small, intricate pieces
Not really.
on the road.
I would just save them until you're not getting jostled.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do the ring one. I'll do the non-jostle for.
Okay.
But I can always channel divinity for that.
For... What's your channel
Artisan's
divinity?
blessing, hour-long ritual.
Oh,
Grid
right.
non-magic split. Like this shit. Like I'm a fucking boss. I'm a boss-ass bitch.
I get that, but still...
I would never have
That's a
expected-
musical reference, and if we were playing by the last week's D&D rules, boy howdy, it would be
Drink.
I'll send you. Also,
yeah,
have you ever
please
seen
do.
one of the? Have you ever seen one of them coins that have little?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have what?
Hold on.
No,
I'll,
I follow what he's talking about.
yeah. I'll get you.
Okay. I'm just going to take a quick second and respond.
Let me get to a specific one. Let's see.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. All right. Well, is there
Okay.
anything anyone would like to do this evening other than tinker and make shit?
Same as usual.
Okay.
Messages, journal, take morning watch.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pace around a little bit, feel just get a good feel of the camp and just
Okay.
put some feeling back in my legs.
Yeah, that's very important. And
Using channel
there's-
divinity for this.
Okay. Where are you sending it?
Facebook.
Got it. To be fair, you're not the only person. There is a number of kids and a fair number of young adults who are also pacing back and forth, wringing out their legs, arms, whatever it is, to try and get some feeling back in. The camp itself, it's practiced. People who have lean-tos or fabric that they pin to the side of their non-enclosed carts. Some have carts with wooden overheads, kind of creating a small camper sort of situation. It's a smattering, all different families, all on the same kind of road. But at the same time, there is a familiarity to every bit of movement, everything that's going on. None of it's surprising. The only oddities seem to be you guys. Every once in a while, someone will throw a look your way. A few people may or may not ask questions, or at least check in. Okay, which one are you making?
The first one with the
With the
sword and the Pope-looking guy, and the
Okay.
gate behind it.
Okay. Okay. You should be able to make something like that in the...
And if I need to use channel divinity for a couple of multiple times, then I will.
Yeah, I would say that
Just
for
because
something
the
as
bouncing-
something as complicated as that, or as detailed as that,
I mean, I think I could be able to make that under normal circumstances, but multiple times for the bouncing road.
yeah. If you're trying to make this on the road with the situation, I would say if you're using your channel divinity every day, yes, you'd be able to make that by the time you reach Arcton.
Yeah.
Under normal circumstances, you could probably bust that out in a day, but
Well, with channel divinity, it should be an hour because of the spell. But yeah, during the times that I'm not using channel divinity, I'll probably just tinker with the make a ring
Okay.
or something like that. Just something
Okay.
more simple.
easy enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ring will be pulled wire braided.
Hold wire and braided. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for the sake of brevity, because realistically, the only thing you need to worry about is encounters, and frankly speaking, at the speed that the caravan's going, it's not likely.
And
So-
running out of alcohol.
So, is there anything anyone would like to accomplish with the remaining 2 days of travel before you get to Arcton?
Oh, I had meant to talk to Clover.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's why I'm asking.
I
This is the
noticed
point
you
where
coming
we do
back-
RP conversations.
I had noticed you coming back from, I assume, watch the beginning of each morning. Is there someone we should talk to about that? Because I feel like I guess I should do my part.
Oh, taking watch is very normal for me. I've spent, my life training to be a scout, so it's just very normal to me. In this situation, I think the caravan mostly has watches covered. You're welcome to help out earlier in the evening when the rest of the party is asleep. But I don't think it's entirely necessary for you to take up a watch until we're more on our own.
I guess I'll just ask Athalos then.
Yeah, he would probably know where you need it the most.
Oh, then I guess I'll try. I'll try and find Athalos.
Okay. I mean, he's gonna just say you're free to take whatever watch you feel like.
I
guess I'll try for the first watch. How long would I be out for?
About 2 hours, 3 hours at most.
Okay, I'll do it then.
Very well. Well, first watch, you basically just don't go to sleep, and then when they go to wake the other ones, you go to sleep. Simple as that.
All right.
So for the people who are on watch, we'll get you to roll perception checks for the 2 days. Marcella, 2 of yours, and Clover, 2 of yours.
Okay, first one's a 13. Second one is 21.
Wait, 21?
Yeah. 19
Okay.
plus 2.
Marcella?
Oh, sorry, what were we rolling for?
Perception.
Perception.
It's your 2 watches for the 2 remaining days of travel that you will have.
17.
And
Second roll. Ooh, non-natural 20.
okay. So it's fortuitous that both of you rolled it on the second night. As you're closing into Arcton, would I really do something bad with this nice music playing in the background? Come on.
You're gonna change the music though.
I would never do such a thing. I don't know what you're
No.
talking about. No. For real, though. During your first watch, Marcella, as you're scanning the the horizon, the sun just starting to really fall down behind. You see off in the distance, in the direction that you're headed,
Wait, just 1 second. You said the sun's just setting now? That seems fairly late given that we're, what month of the year is it? Like the second last month of the year?
Yeah, but we don't know if this is like Canada. In Australia, it's still light out until like 7 p.m. right now.
Yeah, but we're at fairly relatively high latitudes.
Look, do you
But
want to
also,
see
isn't it
something
like
or not?
summer for them?
Because you wouldn't see this at the end of your watch. You would only see this during the point when the sun is still at least, providing a little bit of light. So do you want to see something or not?
I have dark vision, remember? Out to 60
Doesn't
feet.
matter. It's 60 feet.
Fuck you, it's also magical now.
No, it's not.
The
It's-
dark is
but
now magical. Fuck you and the sun.
No, it's not even that. So scanning the horizon,
know.
even if you have dark vision, there is a limit to it. And seeing a shadow on the horizon, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 times 48. So that's just shy of 200 kilometers away. You're not going to see that at night.
200?
Yes. Roughly. So if you don't want to see anything, that's fine. But you rolled high enough on the perception, I'm letting you see something. So
Okay. I'll just grab whoever is also with me on watch and just kind of try and point it out to them. Do you see something over there?
well, considering you don't even know what it is that you're seeing first.
Well, I'm also not really used to this sort of thing, so I'm going to find someone who's probably, a little more knowledgeable about it. I'm just here to do my part, because it feels like I'm doing the right thing.
Kinda
It's the
squints
good
his
old,
eyes.
I'm helping.
Yeah, pretty much.
You definitely have better eyes than me.
It's far out. I can't really tell much more than I just.
Yeah,
See
they
some-
put me on the early watch for a reason. Not much
Right.
use once it drops down too far. But well, if I can't see that far out, but you can, I trust it's probably not too big a deal. So just let me know if it actually starts coming towards us. That's the problem.
All right, will do.
Okay. Clover,
Mhm.
in the early stages of the morning, it's your third day of travel. You'll hit Arcton tomorrow. Just on the horizon as the sun starts to rise, you see a shadow flying just above the mountain pass.
You cut out.
Flying just above the mountains that are cresting the distance. Kind of squint your eyes. And it's hard to make out, but you swear you see wings.
Ooh.
And not like birds' wings.
From this distance, it would be a
Dude, a bird would be
fucking
fucking
massive
tough.
bird. It'd be
Unless
like
it's a rock.
or something.
Yeah. Okay,
Thankfully,
I'm
it
gonna
seems
make
to be
a
headed.
big ol' mental note of where it's going and what those mountains are.
It seems to be headed in this direction.
Hold up.
You let me pull up. Okay. Which direction?
I put an arrow right by Arcton. You'd be right about here.
My thing must not be. Oh, there it is. Okay.
You guys would be about here at this point, just outside of Arcton. You know, by the time you pack and, a few hours on the road, you'll be there.
Okay. So, like, the arrow is where it's coming from. Got it.
Yeah. That seems to be the direction that it's headed in.
Okie
All right.
dokie.
Is there anything anyone else would like to complete during their 2 days of travel?
You already know what I'm doing.
I already know what you're doing. Yep.
I'm just gonna keep stock of inventory of what I have and make sure I have it.
Yep. Easily done.
So you're just gonna make sure no one steals your shit?
No,
No one attempts to steal your shit. At all.
no, I know. It's just I want to make sure I have enough in case
2 days later,
shit goes.
somebody totally stole your shit.
I just want to double check everything because I want to make sure, just in case if we do run into any sort of trouble, then we're not running into any sort of trouble unprepared.
Ah.
Okay. On the third day, the day starts, and a couple hours in, Athalos turns to you all and go, "All right, we'll be slowing down a wee little bit just before we hit the drop into Arcton. Y'all ever been there? Got the feeling some of you live around here, but going once, going twice? No?
I shake my head. I'm just like, mm-mm.
Really? Oh. Well, you're in for a wee bit of a surprise then.
Surprise? Why a surprise?
This is all new to me.
What, I got that much there, dearie? You got the I've been on the road feel about you, but not the I've been up and down trade caravans all my life. Same with you. Points to you, Bear Creel. You got the noble kind of feel to you. Just call it a hunch. Here we are. As you all look forward, there's an indent in the road before you. Kind of a massive hill that starts to go down. The horse is working to keep the carriages from beaming all the way down. In the valley, where the mountains of the Nekalar Mountains start to jut out and hills to the other side, there is a massive stone-walled city.
Okay,
The
I'm
walls
just gonna go to the bathroom 1 sec.
You know what? Let's just take a quick break then.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
get our establishing
This is
shot
a good
after,
cliffhanger point.
the commercial break.
Yeah.
run by corporation in they're run by a corporation in our world too. It's called a government. And if you don't think the government's a corporation, you're a fucking idiot.
Well, they're doing a very bad job at being a corporation generally.
Did
Yeah,
I say
normally
that?
corporations
did I
make
fucking stutter?
money.
Did I say they were a good corporation? Is there such
Yeah.
thing as a good corporation? No,
Yeah.
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 I don't believe so.
You don't believe that Microsoft?
Corporation is just legally
Nope.
an entity which is considered a person under law for the purpose of conducting a business.
I mean,
transaction.
technically, I'm a corporation.
Well,
so
no, you can incorporate as
I've-
yourself.
Drew, you are not.
Also, the
incorporated.
corporation that also has the Shinkansen in Japan. I don't know. That seems pretty good.
You've never worked for a good small company, Adam? Also,
Nope.
those are corporations.
I have never worked for a good small company.
Clearly, you
Yeah,
haven't
true.
worked for Junior Achievement.
Like, I have a very pessimistic view on this world.
no,
God, every
We've
time I think
noticed.
I'm kind of a cynical cunt, I hear other people talk.
And then you're like, oh, wait, I'm not actually as fucked as I thought I was.
Yeah,
Adam,
I know, right?
you're way fucking worse.
I guess back to the whole cops thing. I generally view like the best level of policing to generally be like kind of large cities, because I mean it's the policing is local enough that it can be responsive to actual local needs, but not small enough where there's inefficiency and just not enough, institutional apparatus to provide a lot of equipment and training and other things.
Cop
you get,
pulls over driver. Hey, John. Hey, Billy. You out drinking again?
Yeah.
Maybe. All right.
Yeah. Problem is, even though on the responsiveness level, like say small town or county police force is better that way, oftentimes they just don't have the resources to provide as much of the capability that larger departments do. And then you get the other end of the scale, fucking RCMP, where they don't give a shit because they're national. They're so huge that they just, it's frankly they're unable to care about small issues.
Yep.
Especially since they also have other integrated things like everything from counterintelligence to like diplomatic protection rolled into the whole service.
I am back, by the way.
Good. Is Jojo?
No idea.
I have not.
Sorry, I'm eating chips, my dude. What?
Oh, you are. Looks like we are back.
I'm.
Also watching the Shinkansen because I'm bored.
What do you mean? Ugh.
Right. So is everyone back?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no.
Can I take
was
an extra
watching.
30
I was
seconds?
watching.
I want to just get this out of my mind.
Okay.
So you know how we have it? There's a Shinkansen in Japan, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
A what?
Bullet train.
It's a
Oh,
bullet.
It's just
yeah,
the
the bullet
Japanese word
train.
bullet train.
Yeah,
Okay, I
They're
follow.
speedy train thing. Okay, cool.
Very, very fast train.
Yep.
Considering how big Japan is in comparison to Alberta, why the fuck do we not have one of these?
They're expensive and they
Population
require
density,
a lot of
money.
power. They also require specific. I remember this. So
Japan's just better than us.
no, they are not.
Yeah, they are.
What they
Yes
have done.
and no.
What they have done is they realized that the tram was needed a lot sooner. And so they actually built infrastructure around to support it. You can't just put one of these on a conventional train track. It's gonna fucking just
You
go
gotta.
off
Well,
fucking
the
rails.
bullet
whole
train's
con-
been
it's just-
around for a
The
long
Brits
time.
tried it,
too.
and it's kind of a horrible experience for passengers. It works, but it's not great.
Not really.
So,
From what I've seen, like, and the bullet train that I've been on was actually the smoothest fucking train I've ever ridden on.
No, I'm saying
was-
the Brits tried, retrofitting high-speed rail to standard trackage.
Well, that's their fucking issue.
Yeah, that's a bad
It's
idea.
But that
A, the
costs
British
bill-
did it.
okay,
It probably
when-
leaked oil even if it was fucking electric. B, they were doing it on old fucking tracks. The
Now,
the
what I
bullet
will
train
say
I was on in
is-
Sweden was
Just
fucking mint.
was
You
ahead
remember
of
that,
its
Drew?
time to deal
Yeah.
with that, actually.
But
was
that wasn't
fucking
a bullet train. That
It was
was
a bullet
just
train.
no. It was
Well,
just a
bullet train
high-speed
is just
tram.
The Japanese high-speed rail. Most of these operate a
It
fairly
was-
similar principle.
It was a bullet train, but it wasn't fucking Jap level.
No, it definitely wasn't. It was
No.
fast, but it wasn't that fast.
It was
Actually,
fucking
look at
quick.
some services with the TGV in France. It matches most of the bullet train in terms of performance. And
Oh.
well, I was gonna say the French did it right, and they built dedicated trackage for it, and that's the biggest infrastructure issue with it.
So my
And-
my short answer with Japan is they've been ever since good old days on when they're like, oh look, we're way technologically behind everybody else. Let's focus on tech. They haven't stopped doing that.
They actually have, if you look at the Japanese economic stagnation, but
Oh my
This
god.
thing-
Okay, we are not
when they
getting
built
into
it, they were
economic
at almost
talks.
the peak of their
I'm not
economic
talking about
height.
economics. I'm talking about technological advancement.
And they had a lot of money, also a lot of population density. That makes a huge difference. Look at Canada in general, Alberta in particular, we don't really have that.
It's probably because we're selling our oil for bullshit and buying it all back from Saudi Arabia.
No, it
Well,
has
we
nothing
kinda
to do
have
with
to
that.
do that.
It has,
Why?
I mean, just, it's Calgary and Edmonton, and that's it. That's the only place a rail would even be viable. Even then, there's only still under 3 million people in that corridor. That same stretch of trackage in Japan, there's probably close to 50 million people.
They are very population dense. That is for
Exactly.
sure.
I would just throw in like Red Deer in the mix, but even then, I think the
I'm
numbers are
including
still
that
too
Calgary
low.
Edmonton corridor. It's not even probably 3 million. But I'm just
Mm.
being generous there.
What's our population size again? Like just over 1.5?
Just over 4 million for Alberta total. Calgary's under billion and a half. Edmonton just crept over 1 million a few years ago.
Really, they're all. Calgary's still only about 1.5 million.
Yeah, we're only 1.5 million.
A lot of people
Mm.
left.
Not enough to really make a difference. Just there's not as many people
Well,
moving here.
Consider
Well,
this:
yeah.
about 6 years ago, it was still around the same number.
Hmm.
Well, I mean,
Why are you playing
it's
this?
like 1.2 versus 1.4 now. I think something.
I'm
in that range.
concerned.
Okay, I'm cranking the music. I'm not going to be listening to anything happening. Hold on.
Well, you should. You really should.
Why are you playing this?
Mostly I
I'm
played
concerned.
that so that I could finally get you guys back on track.
Don't
It's
don't
been on
fuck with
track.
me like that.
And also, don't make train puns like that.
Thank you, Hannah.
There's also another reason. So,
I'm
you
guessing
playing?
Arcton is sad.
cresting the hill.
Yes.
And as you begin to go into the valley below, you are greeted with the fortified stone city of Arcton. I say city because it is substantially bigger than Arcali and definitely bigger than Sutton. The stone walls themselves rise up before you further and further and further until it seems that they are cresting the 40 to 50 foot mark. The
Jeez.
walls themselves with slanted, slippery surfaces on the very bottom and jagged stonework at the top, presenting a formidable defense against any sort of force. Stone towers junt up from the top. Shocking to see given the size of the walls themselves, let alone these towering, colossal structures. Bridges and other contraptions thrown between them, creating this odd beauty and symmetry. The area leading up to the city, parts of the walls are covered in ice. Jagged masses of familiar looking deadly and very cold, as you know. Frost seems to be permeating and eating its way up the sides of the walls. Undead, various bodies lay strewn in front of the city itself. It's very clear that there was some sort of an attack. And by the looks of it, Midas even made an appearance. Still, though, the walls hold strong. The gate, while battered, is still there. And as the caravan comes forward, you hear a thunderous boom as an echoing horn fills the valley. The caravan coming to a stop, roughly about 200 feet away from the gate. Mechanisms, metal components, you're not sure. A series of massive chin, 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 building in speed as the gates themselves slowly begin to crack open. Enough for a single line of infantry to rush through, pikes at the ready. Once about a dozen or so have filed into the space, a single horse rides out, parting the gap between the infantrymen and making their way towards the lead cart, your cart. Single rider, dressed in what, if any of you are familiar with a lot of you are familiar with the uniform of the Coalition. Clover, for you specifically, you recognize this as a equivalent of an officer rank for you. Not too high, not too low.
It's a man in a fancy military uniform. Most people can at least vaguely guess what his job is.
Yeah, most people would be like, fancy military.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably high rank.
But there's
and
a reason.
bosses people around.
But all the same, that is a detail that Clover would get that the rest of you don't. Stopping about 20 feet from the caravan, reaming in the horse, you hear a young gentleman holler across. Hail!
Hail.
I was gonna say, in the few seconds between when the gate started opening and everyone started rushing out, I was about to say, wow, they're just letting us in. This is kind of ridiculous. And then nope.
I blow the smoke out from my pipe.
Thalos
greet them.
looking around and also raising his hand. Hail!
Do we know if he's speaking common?
He is
Well,
speaking common.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I don't
You
know
probably
what
would
he's
have told
saying
us if he
then.
wasn't.
Jojo, you definitely know common.
I know common, it's just like,
I want to
Haven't
play a
heard
character
this
one
phrase.
day that doesn't know common.
Well, it has like translation spell or something.
Nope.
Oh wow, that's. Well, I mean, at
Go
this point, you
straight to the-
basically don't speak common.
The next few characters I want to play just in the world, I want to literally give myself
So,
handicaps.
Drew,
Yep.
I'm in the back. Clover and I are in the back of the cart, right?
Yep.
If that's where you say you are, that is where you say you are.
Okay.
Yep.
I would like to check, make sure that her
Our
disguise
disguises are
has-
good.
and my disguise is totally fine.
Thank
You've
you.
gotten in
I
the
was
habit
hoping.
of readjusting and making sure that they're up to snuff in the morning, and it appears that that work has indeed paid off.
Also, Bear Krill, if you need, you probably would have known that my makeup thing I bought in Arcali is in my bigger bag, which is in the back.
He wouldn't know that unless you told him.
Well, he
Yeah,
was with me when I bought it.
Yeah,
Oh.
but where'd you put it?
You didn't tell me where you put it.
That is very true, but all the
Oh,
same,
I'm sure
Bear
you've
Creel
seen
does
Nick's
have.
post it.
I wouldn't worry. Bear Creel has more.
Not
than
your
enough.
disguise kit.
Yeah, you'll be fine for that.
Anyways, I assume I've probably been back up front with.
That is what you said you did the first day. I've made the assumption that you
Mhm,
would be there
okay.
as well. From this distance, you you specifically, since the other three likely are either just looking through the back and or through the front flap, you can tell that this individual is not in fact human. As a matter of fact, they appear to be a slight bit taller and definitely thicker and, well, a bit beefier in a way.
Since I'm, up and out there, can I roll like insight or perception or something? See what I can figure out.
Excuse me.
What are you trying to figure out?
Just see if I can read that if he seems like he's already hostile or just kind of
Yeah, insight is definitely...
Casual.
Insight is there. Yeah.
okay. 22 total.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't appear to be hostile, more weary than anything.
How far
Not
away is
too
he from us?
surprising. About 20 feet.
Hmm.
I'll just give a tiny little nervous wave. Hello.
Right, what is your business coming into town? Well, city?
Probably say the name of the city to be emphasizing it.
With your insight, you get the feeling that he's nervous.
From the looks of things, he has every right to be.
Mm-hmm. Still putting on the airs of professionalism, but weary.
Got that spook.
Thalos just glancing around. We're the trading caravan coming through from Sutton, and we're here to bunker down for the time being. It's gotten well, I'm sure you're aware it's gotten a bit crazy out there, and we're hoping Arcton will be safe for the time being. The individual nods a few times before spurring the horse and trotting forward. At this point, Marcella, you see the individual is a half-orc by the looks of it. Long, straight white hair, brown eyes, smooth green skin, about 6'9". Big.
Not
The
the
horse-
biggest person I've seen.
Not the biggest person you've seen, no.
Literally. Literally. Anyway.
His right hand is seemingly covered or made of bronze. You're not entirely sure. His left hand doing most of the gesturing as he pats the horse and brings it to a stop about 10 feet away. All right, well, unfortunately, city is come under fire as of late, so we're a wee bit, how to say, weary travelers. Where are you coming from?
Am I within earshot of this?
Yes.
You're in the cart.
You're in the cart, so
There-
10
There's
feet
many-
away.
There's many cards. I'd like to
You
poke.
you four were always
Yeah. Is it a
in the
covered
lead.
cart?
I think
The
except
top
the first
is
day.
the top is tarp covered, but it has a number of
So am I visible or
slits.
not?
you wouldn't be visible right now, no.
Okay, cool.
Not unless he got really
Unless
close and
someone
started
peeled
looking.
the flap back more.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that it was didn't provide a false statement.
I just
Um,
want to make sure that Hannah does a little bit better at talking because I trust her more right now than most.
I'm staying quiet and being a good little dwarf child.
Be poking my head out and joining Marcilla out front.
Marcilla is in the driver's seat, so if you're hopping out, you'd be at the side of the cart.
Sure.
Or
Okay.
between me and...
Or just like, I want to get visible. I want to.
Okay.
Well, he probably his head would be between me and... what's his name? Althalos.
Thalos nods along as the individual continues. Well, we're coming from Sutton, which, well, it's seen better days. Let's just leave it at that. If you send anyone there, you're unlikely to find any survivors, unfortunately. But we're happy to pay whatever the entrance cost is or anything like that. We'll be staying for the time being. Military individual kind of nodding along. Right, well, good to hear that. All the same, you'll submit to a search of every single cart, and after that, well, let's see, how many carts you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. You'll be looking at a entry fee for staying for the time being. We'll be looking at, probably about 20 gold total. That'll cover for the entire time. Protection and otherwise, given the wartime. Dallas just kind of nodding along. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna be staying here for a wee little bit of a while, so I'm sure we'll wrangle in some coin yet. Right, well, follow me then.
And
Turns and
right before he turns, I'll just kind of look right at him and just be like, "Very generous of you. Thank you, sir." And kind of give a tiny little bow.
he just nods and turns his horse, gesturing to follow forward as he spurs it forward. The infantrymen part a little bit, and he comes to a stop, dismounting, passing off the horse, kind of motioning to bring the first cart forward. 2 infantrymen flank around the back and kind of open up the back. Gate, Spine, Bear Creel, Hannah, and otherwise. No cargo, no. Right, okay. Flag the next one forward. Athalos jumping down from the side, handing the reins off to you, Marcella. I'm just gonna check in with whatever his name is, just see what's up. See what's going on.
Right.
Infantrymen kind of flag you forward, more or less leading the horses forward as they go to the next cart, so on and so forth. The gates themselves opening just a little bit more, enough for you to squeeze past, and there's a massive courtyard area right at the front. More of a staging area, you kind of get the feeling. Past that, houses and so on and so forth. It looks like a relatively normal city. Past that point, when you're driving into it, the only thing that kind of gives it away is the massive stone towers and constructs that litter it. Otherwise, it could pass off as, from eye level down, a somewhat normal city.
Can I roll insight or perception on kind of whether it's more of like a military parade square or like a civilian palazzo?
You would have no idea.
Well, I've been to enough places and was relatively well schooled that I can probably discern at least basic details of cities like that.
All right, roll a... What would this even be? History? Yeah, history.
11.
It's probably one of the two.
That's funny.
big giveaway.
The
Is there like some
square
sort
is
of
square.
column or monument or no?
There is a monument.
Alright, so probably more likely Pozo or something.
So, as the caravan individuals are all screened and sent through, what are you all doing?
I want to check out and let the group know that I am checking out any smithery or crafting district that the city might have.
Okay.
I'm going to follow Orn because I am dwarf child.
Yeah.
Well, because I
Smart.
don't have anything better to do.
Okay. The cart stays still, and eventually you see.
Oh.
Athalos just jogging
Paused.
over. Well, if you don't mind me asking, where you're all off in a real quick step?
Oh, what's the time of day? Roughly morning, evening, night. Because I'm
Af-
no longer Erland.
Late
Afternoon,
morning. Late morning, early afternoon.
Okay, thank you.
Around noon.
I don't know.
Late morning, early afternoon.
Those fall on
I
either
ain't
side.
Erland no more. I don't got that info.
Everyone knows about noon and sun going up and down.
Sure, but yeah.
I don't
don't-
know. That orc back at the tavern, I don't know if he knows about the sun.
Okay, this might be coming from a slightly privileged point of view from Marcilla.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, what was that? Oh, I need to check out the smithy. See what skills they have, who they have here.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll just take.
Where
Well,
is the
okay.
caravan going? Where?
That is an excellent question. They said that they'll bring us to the market area after all the carts have been thoroughly searched and checked through.
Market area.
Yeah, they said that we'd be able to set up there temporarily for the time speaking, seeing as, well, we don't have housing and, well, we can't really stage outside of the city currently for reasons.
Well,
You'd be surprised. Cities are crowded places.
we'll be in touch.
All right.
We shall be back sooner rather than later.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna hide behind Orn a little bit.
All right. Well, Shantask, any of you?
Hey Hannah, are you cosplaying as a boy or a girl dwarfy?
I would say female child dwarf would be easier, maybe.
Okay, thank you. I just needed to know what pronoun I'm calling you.
Other than and fuck.
Yep. It'll be fuck and girl, rather than
Okay.
Yeah.
boy.
Boy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, there you go,
Yes.
Drew.
I
Boy,
was almost thinking of
come here, boy.
Arya, end of season 1.
Boy.
Smart boy, are ya?
All right.
I'm thinking, fucking Kratos over here.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking Kratos.
Thank you, Hannah.
Oh,
So,
So yes.
the four of you venturing off, the caravan left behind, making your way further and further into Arcton. The city itself, it might seem like a normal city, but with the towering monoliths and otherwise, it's easy to feel, pardon the pun, but dwarfed as the shadows loom over top of you and otherwise.
Drew,
As you
did
get deeper,
Go
Yeah?
ahead, go ahead. I was say, did you see the picture I sent in chat? It's
No,
an
I didn't.
Italian
I
city
haven't.
that actually is very reminiscent of this.
I
It's actually a pretty picture. I saw it and I'm like, yep, that's nice.
Yeah, if you ever played Assassin's Creed 2, I think. It's a bit of a civic pride thing, the number and height of the towers.
Very old stonework, very square.
a little bit more.
is there water in the fountain there, Orn?
You know what, fuck it, I'll just send you guys the image.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry for that.
There.
That's the third time I made that joke, though.
No water in the fountain. Water still doesn't have fountain still has no water in it.
Fountain doesn't-
Is it in? Bowl?
water doesn't.
I left it in Discord if anyone wants to see. Otherwise,
Sorry, I'm having a good laugh out off of that one.
I sent it could mean anything.
I said I sent it in Discord, but then people started talking.
I heard you.
I heard you.
Right. So
Yeah, it's
making your
made us
way further into the
curious.
city,
Ooh. That's not an orange sound, by the way.
I know.
I kind of figured.
Boring and.
That's an
well,
Adam ADHD sound.
Duly noted.
You gotta play a goblin at some point, Adam.
I will.
Anyway, in the city. Back on topic, please.
Market things.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
100%?
Hey, I've been good.
I know you have.
I've
not
been okay.
saying-
Not great, just okay.
You good? Yes.
I forgot my
Yes.
meds today, okay?
It shows.
I
I'm on a
know!
really high dose today.
So, as the city starts to loom above you, the market area is placed more or less in the center of what seems to be 4 massive stone spires. It's not a central circle, it's more of a massive space just filled to the brim with pop-up stalls that's, for all intents and purposes, should be bustling, but oddly quiet.
Hmm.
All of you
Probably
roll
has
a perception
something to do
check.
with the ice. Perception.
First roll tonight!
10!
Oof, my luck has
Oh no!
natural 1.
Okay, what does that actually give you, though?
2.
Okay.
16, Drew.
And oh, that's not too bad. 8.
Okay. Everyone except for Orn and Marcella. So realistically, just Barracriel and Clover. The two of you begin to notice oddities as you're making your way in. Windows that kind of crack before closing. People who seem to close their doors and lock them. Overall, the city just reeks of paranoia and recent attack.
Hmm.
That's pretty logical considering the dead bodies in the ice.
Looking around, you do see maybe not destroyed houses or otherwise, but there's signs of battle. Some sort of magical frost seems to cover some of the houses. Some of the stone spires, you can see people chipping away at ice chunks that, from a distance, don't really more or less blend in with the stonework, but up close you can see not natural additions.
Sure, it's dirty shit got fucked.
Is it too good enough to say that I guess it's safe to assume that they were attacked?
I would like to make a roll.
Sure.
Drew?
For what?
How's the stonework?
Okay.
Is it too at least good enough to make that observation as well, I was asking?
You can probably make the assumption that the city has been attacked, but you wouldn't really notice the details about it, nor would you really understand why people are still inside. It's more of like the city is attacked, but it's over. Where the fuck is everyone?
This seems odd and concerning.
Orin?
I haven't rolled yet. It's
I believe you
what?
get advantage on. Is it a history or is it a?
Okay, whenever I make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, I'm considered proficient with the history skill and add double my proficiency bonus to the check instead of my normal bonus.
Got it. So go ahead and roll that.
Okay. Okay, so okay, this is gonna be okay. Rolled a 7 on the dice plus 8. Then
So that's a 15.
sure. Yes, it is.
Okay.
I had to do mental math, and that doesn't.
It's not dwarven by any stretch, but it's definitely not bad. Kind of a blend. Definitely lacking the finesse and the flair that dwarven stonework is normally known for, but it's definitely taking its hardiness and its functionality.
Excellent.
It's
Not perfect like dwarven stonework, but
no, and it's
they've
definitely
got the right mindset.
It's definitely not for looks.
Does it seem like they consulted a dwarf?
At the very least, dwarves would likely have been involved in the creation process. This level of stonework, especially due to the height of the walls and the towers, like they're getting upwards of, 100+ feet tall.
So they had to have to talk to a dwarf.
They would have likely
I'm
had
sure
to talk.
they've had a few dwarven architects roll through the city.
Absolutely. You got it.
Can I roll for, say, history? Would I recognize or just in general, would I even recognize the ice back from?
You don't
what do
need
you
to
call it,
roll for that. You recognize the ice.
City Maps?
Yeah, so the same kind of ice that was in Arcali that destroyed the gate, it's similar. The ice outside, similar. They all reek of familiarity.
I just want to very stealthily motion for everyone to come closer because I am supposed to be a child.
You're standing next to me.
Yep. Be like, so this morning on my watch, I might have seen the dragon flying south over the mountains. So that might be a good next location to head towards. Towards Negracy?
South?
South.
True.
You mean the Nukalarp Mountains? Or do you mean headed towards the city of Negracy?
Well, the arrow was directly south.
Yeah,
So-
it was headed.
It was
It was
originated
headed
from those
towards
mountains.
Negracy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Would those mountains have been one of the locations brought up when I had asked Gorville, the half-elf resident of Arcali, Midas?
Yeah. So he said that people are kind of torn on the location of Midas's lair. Since a lot of sightings are from the Arcton area, people are convinced that it's potentially in the Argent Vale or the Nukalarb Mountains. But people are also convinced that Midas isn't even landlocked, and that's due to the sheer number of sightings that are in Larton as well.
Well, let's bring it up. The gentleman I talked to in Arcali had said that many people think that Midas' lair might be in those mountains.
Well, at least after we're
Amongst other
done here,
theories
we
they
have a
brought
place
up.
to start.
Given how close we are, we should maybe start asking some locals.
Tomorrow.
Good plan.
Not today.
Everyone, please remember that I am Ashwin. Wait, what's a good dwarf name, Orn? I'm a
Girl.
dwarf child. Girl? Okay.
Or at least that's what I'll call you.
Okay, everyone, please refer to me as Orn's child. Orn, you're okay with this?
Fine.
Orania?
Okay, good, thank
Wouldn't
you.
it be? This
I
is
look
the-
at the elf and I'm like,
Wouldn't it
just
be
stare
like?
stare at him for her for a couple of seconds.
Wouldn't it be because it's
Just
dwarven,
Jojo,
right?
stop for a second.
No.
Just
Someone's
Thinking out loud
bound
here.
to ask the name. So, Orin, you get to name me. Pick whatever you like.
Ashling.
Ashling? Okay, good. Sounds good.
Ashling.
Orin, you also remember that
Actually,
it's actually more often more important to have a last name, as
That's
that is
Brett, that's what I was about to get to.
Wouldn't it be like an Orin's daughter or something?
Nope.
Have we actually said that she's
No, that's
daughter
what
or
I was
just
about. I was
related?
about to get to there.
Do you want the list
Mhm.
or?
Nope, I was about to get to there. I've got.
All right, everyone, just let him talk.
It- Yeah, basically. As for last name, clan name, Ashen Forge.
Russian Forge? Okay. Oh, are clan names important for you guys too?
Very.
Hmm. We'll have to talk about that later.
Anyway,
Ashling Ashenforge.
That's a good to know.
Ash.
I just look at you, and there's just a slight twitch in my eye, and I go back to walking towards the smithies.
I'm just expecting a really bad grumble here.
I'm just
Am I
waiting for
wrong?
the day that that's in character.
One day,
That will be
one day.
fun.
All right. So, streets are quiet. Marketplace is eerily quiet. What are you all doing?
I already mentioned going to try and see the smithies. By now, that coin should be completed. Same
Mhm.
with the ring.
I
You
would
can
like to
smell more than anything.
Of course, I can smell a forge.
There doesn't really appear to be work happening right now.
Merchants. Well, wouldn't there be people smithing new blades for the soldiers that lost theirs, broke theirs,
Mm-hmm.
Might
blasted
that be
armor?
at like military smithies if there's like an actual like citadel or fort within the city?
Kind of like Skyrim, how they're contracting blades out to.
I'm sorry, Max. Can you repeat that?
I missed
Uh,
it. What he said. What?
Might they be at like military forges at if the city has like a internal fortress or citadel? What?
I'm so happy. Yes.
What?
Please tell me you didn't that you didn't expect me to get that.
I fully expected to have to explain all of that from start to finish. Yes. At the very center, you can see even in the picture the towers and otherwise leading up to a spire of 3 massive stone columns, which would be the standing fortress within the city.
Okay.
So if you're looking for smiths that are probably working, that's probably them. But at the same time, you understand that warsmiths,
Different. No class.
they would give 0 fucks about your coin.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going there.
You know, also being said, any like civilian smiths that are probably still open are probably doing kind of auxiliary war material, horseshoes, other crap like that. Iron bars to nail the doors. Nails.
Yeah. They'd probably be contracted out, yeah.
Yeah. You have been around enough smiths to know that they are likely either at
been around
the
enough
forges for the fortress, or if they're not, they are off doing something else.
Would I say kind of know something about this more from like a commerce point of view?
That's tough. Well, you do have an education. This is definitely
I know nothing about smithing, but like, I grew up in a family of merchants and traders.
Yeah, but
He might not know smithing, but he might know.
I'm just trying to
the flow
think
of
of if
traditions.
this falls within the realm of things that you would be familiar with, because Elven situation is definitely different, and I do believe
very.
your family, if I remember your backstory correct, your family didn't really deal with weapons or smiths. You dealt with farmers and
I'd probably have him make a check.
alcohol and so on and so forth.
Well,
So
my mom's side is almost purely just merchants and traders. My dad's side is both kind of religious temple stuff and like noble landowning, farming. That kind of shit.
yeah, what I mean is there's not really an overlap there. So what if you have heard of it or know anything about it, it's in passing from your schooling, and even then your schooling wouldn't really have touched on it too much outside of it exists.
Like I said, I know about how the flow of goods. I don't actually know anything about blacksmithing.
It's possible, but I mean, why? What are you trying to figure out?
I'm just trying to be helpful to Orin, if we can kind of figure out a way to find what he's looking for.
I'm just exploring, really.
The short answer is you're probably not. If what you're looking for is a smith who is going to care about a ornate, or at least somewhat ornate piece of jewelry, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of care for that sort of thing currently. So I would recommend
I guess since I'm kind of not fully understanding, what exactly are we looking for a smith for? Aren't you able to smith on your own?
I look for the best wherever I go.
I
My
thought you were the
purpose is
best.
also. That's the point. Are there any better? I haven't found any. The other goal of smiths have materials. Materials I need. I look for rare ones.
All right. Does
Though,
that have anything to do with that thing you've been making the last few days?
no. Though unfortunately I will not be able to procure things that I require. This is mostly for curiosity. It is my trade.
We should probably
I've been
also
able to
find
gather that much.
housing.
Sorry, what was that, Clover?
We should probably also find housing.
Other than probably like tents or just the carts, I have a distinct feeling the inns might be fucking full.
Well, we'll fucking try it.
Yeah, I
I'd
guess
rather
so.
try an inn than the carts, but
There might be more information in the ends.
At bare minimum, I'd like to see if maybe any inns have a bath or a bathhouse.
At this point,
You
you
do
all
stink.
do recognize that you have been on a 3 and a bit day long haul.
We stay.
And you have been outside of Arkali, outside of any sort of bathhouse or otherwise, on a dusty road.
yeah, like I pointed out to Marcella.
Yeah.
You do stink.
Yeah. So, what kind of tavern are you guys going to look for?
At this rate, I'd be lucky if I could find a tavern that's
Rugged.
in service.
I'm sure we can find a tavern.
I
What
will.
kind of tavern is the real question?
I'm gonna start. I want to look for one that looks like it has rooms and looks sturdy, well built, and dwarven friendly.
A slightly nicer one might probably be more helpful on.
I'm not looking for anything fancy.
Okay.
I do not care if they serve wine. I'm looking for something else. And
I'm
yes,
taking my role as Orange Child.
this is despite the elf. And
Okay, well,
Marcilla?
everyone make your perception checks.
okay. Wouldn't that be? I would probably do a survival for that, maybe.
Survival? You're not
Trying
trying
to
to
figure-
forage for anything. You're all city folk, so it is more a question of
Do you
Can
see
you
it or not?
do you see it? Can
All
you
right.
find it? Rather than
It's the same bonus for me, so it doesn't really matter.
Can I find the Where's food and water in this town?
Ah. Not very good. 7.
Okay.
Many people.
Non-natural 20.
Actually,
okay.
no, not too many people. It's just
Okay.
Hmm.
Should I re-roll it, Drew? Because it landed flat, but it like rolled right up against my microphone and just stopped on the 19.
If it's cocked, it's cocked. So yeah.
No,
roll
it was
it.
lying flat, but it like
it's flat as flat. If it's
Flat
at an
is
angle
flat.
when it's stopped, then it's cocked.
Yeah. If it's flat, then
It's
I
valid.
guess it just rolled in your favor.
If it hits the floor, well, that's fucking up to you. I don't care.
usually if I can
any-
read it on the floor, I just take it.
Anyone else?
I guess procedurally, I just want to clarify that while we're on the topic.
All
Like,
good.
what like angle or degree of
Let me
flat
put
are
it this
talking?
way. If it's like not lying flat on the number, then it's cocked. Like if it's pressed up against your microphone and it's like balanced on an edge or something like that, that's cocked.
Okay.
Or if it lands in the crook of your notebook or something like that, that's cocked.
That's fuck as fuck.
Oh, as in I've
or-
had ones where it kind of rolls up against something like my computer, and it's maybe off by like 5 degrees, but it's pretty evident exactly.
I would
what.
still re-roll that.
I
Okay.
still
more
re-roll
just
Some
in,
of those I have
more
and some of
just
those I
in the spirit of it's cocked. Re-roll.
Okay.
All right, so non-natural 20, Clover and Barracreel, since you're also looking, what do you got?
What did I get on this one?
A natural 1.
Okay,
Am child, baby.
Baby should not look for bars
Possibly
anyway.
fitting for like the most uncity person in the group.
No, it's a perception check, right?
Mhm.
That's a 19, my dude.
okay. Well, unfortunately, Marcilla still rolled higher than you. So
Now the question is, what kind of bars are you looking for?
I
Taverns.
was literally about to ask, Marcilla, what kind of tavern are you looking for? Barracreel, what kind of tavern are you looking for?
One that functions at this rate.
Okay, that's easily done. Anything specific since you did roll decently high?
One that looks like it has maybe slightly better facilities than just a flat surface for a bar and.
Oh, Oh wait, I actually get to be a little bit picky about this.
Yes,
Mhm.
you do.
Yay!
said, pick a
Okay,
one
at
that might
least
have-
something that of my old bar's caliber.
Something at least of your old bar's caliber. Okay. You find between the two of you, you find 3 taverns within about 10 minutes of each other. The first one is near the front gate. It's not far off, and it is a very sturdy, very traditional-looking tavern called the Metal Gate Inn. The second one, further into the city, as you're headed towards the front gates, not the nicest, but definitely got a bit more flair. The windows themselves are unbroken. There's some nice lacquered wood on the outside. It's called the Old Note. And the final one, you see when just leaving the marketplace, is a very ostentatious, very nice inn or a tavern called the Nightingale. And it has purple velvet curtains at the front. The front door is a dark lacquered wood. And at the very front of it is a very rugged looking dragonborn in very nice evening wear, just standing almost peacefully, but eyeing every single person that comes and goes.
As much as that place would suit my fancy, I can't
Sounds like
imagine we might be
Marcana
able to afford to wait to
Jam,
get
my
in there.
dude.
This second one seems like a good option.
Out of the two that they've found, which
Three.
one? Oh, three. Sorry. Which
It's
one?
Goldilocks.
Yeah. Which one seems most likely to not bitch about me smoking inside?
All three of them look like they'd be totally fine to smoke in, for different reasons, though.
Barracril. Fuck. I leave it to them.
Plus, the third one's probably not your style.
Just
All right.
grumble, grumble. Click.
Which one are you guys going to?
I've abstained.
I know. I'm asking the other three.
I know.
I'm a child. I don't get to choose which bar.
Unless you're talking to people outside the group, I'm sure you can just, give us your input.
So,
I would actually just in character. I want to see what you two pick.
All right, Barracril, you're tiebreaker, or I guess something decider.
which one's the fancier
I'm
of
the
the
only one
two
who's
again?
actually voted.
Oh,
thus
the
far.
Nightingale is by far. It looks the fanciest from the outside.
And the Nightingale it is.
Well, that's one vote and 2 abstains.
I would say both of you do rock, paper, scissors, or boulder, parchment, shears, but
I was going to try and could I roll a persuasion off
Yeah, that
on
doesn't seem that physically
Gabriel?
possible right now.
yeah, it doesn't seem that physically possible. I mean, it's a fucking inn, you guys. Make your decision.
Well, I made my case that I'm not sure we could even afford to get in the front door of the Nightingale. Well, someone has much more money than I do.
Well, either one's fine for me. It's just I would like to choose the Nightingale because it's nicer.
I'm just watching you two debate this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say kind of quietly, Jim. Do you think he would like that place?
Dot.
Joe? Joe?
Oh, I understand now.
Jojo?
What?
Did
That
you
he
hear
was
what I had
whispering to
said?
you.
I had said to, Gabriel Barracril, kind of in a low voice,
Do you think he'd even like that place?
Worth a shot at this rate?
Oh my
Honestly,
god.
I'd rather. Considering how many days I've been on the road, I'll take anything I can get right now.
All right, let's give it a shot.
That's cute.
Okay. So,
Guys are trying to figure out which one I would be least upset with.
so which one are you going to?
Nightingale it is.
Okay.
Might as well give it a shot.
Ah!
Making your way up to the front, Dragonborn stops you. And what is your business?
We would be looking for accommodations, thank you very much.
All right. Kind of sizes the three of you up.
Yeah, Spear Scratch was
Entrance.
was
I know.
Also, Drew, wouldn't
Entrance.
my kind of like fucking magically good looks have any effect
what, you
on this
flashing
at
your
all?
tits or something there, bud?
No.
Maybe.
I don't need the
You know
child
how
fashion their
blonde chicks
tits.
treat pretty girls.
No, I meant that. No, I meant that.
Yeah, I know, I
you
know.
I'm having a.
As I
Marcella-
was saying, he kind of sizes the four of you up, eventually settling on you, Marcella. All right. Entry. Reduced to 1 gold.
Okay.
Ow!
Hmm.
Wait, what?
All right, I'm going to grab 9 pieces of silver and kind of hold them out and wink at him, and then drop them in his hands. Because 9 silver is 1 gold, right? Or 10 silver, 1.
10 silver is 1
Yeah.
gold, yeah.
I'm going to do 9s.
Oh, fuck.
See if he notices.
Roll
Chris is gonna
a.
fucking
Would that
notice.
be persuasion or deception? So I'm trying to use kind of charm at this point. There is no individual stat for charm, which kind of should. It'd be kind of nice if there was.
Well,
this,
persuasion if you're talking, performance if you're flashing your tits, and intimidation if you're getting up in his face.
I would say. You're not trying to trick him, so it wouldn't be a sleight of hand. I'd say persuasion.
All right. Wow.
Okay.
That's a natural 20 plus my 6 for persuasion. 26. Maybe I'll give the rest of you a discount.
He looks at you, looks at the silver, closes his rather sizable paw. All your friends.
Sorry, I caught only like half of that.
Yeah, me too.
All right. All your friends.
All your friends is in that's all we all have to pay, or
He just motions with his head. Just
That means let's go.
thank you very
Walk
much.
in, walk in, walk in, walk in. I'm holding the hand of dwarf baby.
Yay!
Dwarf baby, I'm sorry, I can't.
Probably height-wise, I think.
that wasn't even funny.
I don't know why it was funny to me, but it was funny to me.
Adam is not on his good pills, but he might be on possibly crazy pills.
It's 2 Red Bull.
But-
Little cans, 2
No,
little
that's-
cans.
At this point,
That's-
with ADHD, it's a fucking coin flip what caffeine does to you.
No, generally it's nothing.
Okay.
I've also had 4 cups of coffee today, but that
Coffee.
was earlier.
That's why I said
Wait,
caffeine
no.
in general.
No, it was 3. It was 3 cups of coffee.
I'm actually slightly higher than normal, like 2 good-sized coffees today.
And a Coke.
Anyway, going into the
50
tavern.
milligrams of 5-ants.
I'm like really tempted just to cut it here because you guys are.
Oh, come on, give us just a
so
little bit more.
fucking out of it.
Oh, come on, I'm having
No.
fun.
I think I'm slightly on point right now.
Distracted, but having a lot of fun.
All right.
At least half an hour more. Come on.
Fine.
Players don't want to quit here.
This is the first time the
time.
DM's almost out of it.
Yeah!
Walking into the Nightingale. Bear Creel, to say this bar is to your taste would be an understatement. It is ostentatious to a T. Whereas
No
your Five Horns Cross is a black and gold aesthetic to it, this is very much a lavender purple, almost black in some places.
God, that almost sounds like. Do you remember Black Betty, Drew?
No, I don't.
Say it's kind of reminded me of that.
Please
Black
continue
tables?
describing the pretty
The
bar.
tables are a gorgeous combination, black with some sort of coating that brings out the small amounts of lighter colored grains. Seats themselves seem to be covered in a plush sort of velvet that matches the curtains. All of the drapes are
That's called lacquer.
holding over hold over the windows themselves, allowing for only the suspended lights and small nondescript light sources to fill the bar itself. Almost everyone is covered with some sort of stained glass, creating this strange color palette across everything. It's very, very rich. And the patrons and people within there, even more so. All of them reek of the similar kind of noble attire that you had experienced in the courtrooms. The strange difference, though, is there is no human. Every race seems to be on display. There's strange purple individuals similar to what you remember as Ophelia tending to the bar. There is half-orcs. There are a couple of dragonborns as well. Dwarves, at least one or two, halflings, gnomes, pretty much every race.
What's the main population density of race?
The main population density is not human.
Well, I
Are
understand
there
that,
any that
but
stick out slightly more?
it's
Dwarves,
complete
elves,
melting pot, or
orcs?
It is a complete melting pot. There seems to be
Tieflings?
small groups of various, and then just mixed groups. Two dwarves here, a gnome talking with a dragonborn, just kind of standing on the seat, tiefling behind the bar. It's all over the place.
if you guys listen, well, if you're listening, just hear Orin go, I like this.
And I will kind of slightly turn to Bear Quill and give him a bit of a surprised shrug.
How's the stonework?
The stone,
Or
go for it.
how's the construction, rather?
The construction is gorgeous. At the ends of every staircase is a beautifully carved sculpture of some kind. Various animals or creatures from across the plains, sometimes winged, sometimes not. The glasswork is impeccable, creating mosaics across the walls and the various tables.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a continental vibe out of all of this, actually.
Actually,
Cool.
Marcella, you recognize a lot of this as Elvish. There is a definite Elvish vibe to a lot of the ornate pieces, especially the
The
glasswork.
decor?
Sorry?
The decor?
The
style.
decor is definitely more an Elvish taste, especially the lighting.
So Orin is basically like,
Hey, you said it was
Cool.
nice just a moment
yeah,
ago.
hold on. I said, I like this, referring to the people. In terms of the building, bit ostentatious. Well done, though. Good eyes. Good hands.
Probably the only standout.
I'd like to
Yeah.
push on one of the railings, see how sturdy it is. Not
Are
like,
you gonna need
"Rrr," but like push it and see if it
Give it a
kind of
little
squeaks a little.
wiggle.
It doesn't squeak at all.
Okay, good.
Ooh.
There's a slight affirming nod from Orin.
Probably the only standout or races that really would catch your eye is there are a couple of Goliaths, which if anyone is familiar with the region, which I think none of you are, would be strange to see. There is one Aarakocra, wings just kind of tucked in, a couple of drow. There's a tabaxi hidden over in the corner. Yeah, it is a true melting pot.
here's the real question. It would make the Goliath either more or less strange depending on like how high is the roof, how big were the doors. Are there even
Enough that you get the sense that even still, they probably had to duck a little bit.
they're not like cramming through a fucking mouse hole.
Well, this is actually something that you would know, so go ahead and roll a history check for me.
What's my history again? Not probably great. History's 310.
It's not that much of a secret. Goliaths are typically nomadic. They're one of the last nomadic non-beastum races that currently exist within the world. So to see a couple of them in nice attire, not screaming bloodthirsty,
It's kind
and
of odd.
outside of their typical homeland, which is the Nukalar Mountains, as well as the Plain of Skulls, Desolation of that kind of area.
Hold on.
It is very strange.
Nicolar. Oh, okay, right here.
If there were any place to see a
Oh, we're close to their homes.
civilized Goliath, it would be a fanciest place like this, probably.
That's nice.
It is very jarring.
Meanwhile, wasn't mine home over in the Anvil Mountains, right?
That is the Dwarvish, yeah.
Whoo! Hey guys, want to see where that is? How far I've come?
Give me a sec to zoom out.
Yes,
Yeah.
you came from down here. Oh no.
What? That? No, that's the Bundering Mountains.
Yes, but they're connected.
No.
Geologically related chains.
You said. I said Anvil Mountains, which are over on the.
I know, but like the quickest way would be to travel from here down to here.
Oh, the map. This
Yeah.
map is a globe.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you!
No,
Come on,
it's,
there,
it's
bud.
not perfect because the bottom is lacking a little bit of texturing to make it complete, but
It's kind of hard to tell when you had forest and greenery at the bottom of the fucking world.
I know. It's not perfect, as I said. I
It's
made the
not a
map from
flat Earth
scratch,
model?
so- It's
Okay.
not a flat fucking Earth model. Jesus Christ.
I
Well,
was gonna
some
say, probably should have
Hey,
wrapped
It's
it
not
around
like you get to the
split it
edge
off at
of the
ocean.
snap and then suddenly there's just a wall or like
actually, the way I saw it was you get to the edge of the map and then you're in unmapped area. Hello.
Yeah,
knows
it's kind
what
of
the
like
fuck's beyond
thinking this is a
that?
bit like George R. R. Martin's map of Essos or whatever. The
Oh,
East
okay.
Coast.
No. The only area that would be technically unexplored is if you went off this area, but I mean it's not.
Off-
There's
wait,
not
what area?
much more, like below here.
Oh, okay. Oh, so there might be some white down there.
There is definitely some uncharted territory down there, but it's honestly irrelevant for this currently. So
Okay.
I didn't put it in
Well,
there.
That's okay. So I thought I had to travel. Hold on, freehand.
Oh,
from,
don't get me
like-
wrong. You did have to travel a good chunk of distance. Like you went through the Anvil Mountains, came out probably through the Suzgo jungle. If you did catch an airship or something, you might have ended up in the Gunnergath Spires. But otherwise, you had to travel straight through to the Tower of Unmund, send straight through to Bayminster, I believe is. Yeah, that'd probably be the next.
You can
town.
see the line that I drew. That's where I thought I had to go. Fucking
Honestly, it probably would have just been easier to sail up past Vidalcan land up to
That would be one way of
Martin
doing
or
it, yeah.
something. Sea of
You
Blood.
go out of Holwick and head over to the Vidalcan land straight through. Either way would have worked, but one way or another, you don't have to worry too much. You traveled a good
Sure, yeah.
distance. Don't worry.
yeah, I traveled a good distance regardless,
Mhm.
but it's not nearly as fucked as I thought it was.
No, it's not nearly as fucked as you thought it was.
Okay.
So, with that cultural whiplash thrown in your face, especially given the fact that you have spent a very sizable chunk of time dealing with absolutely nothing but humans and small
They're idiocies. I mean,
uh,
what?
Zombies.
human settlements that kind of bridged it. This is very much a bit of a whiplash.
It's a good whiplash.
Arkali and Sutton Sutton didn't prepare you at all. Kelly prepared you a little bit, but this is like a true melting pot.
I like it.
It's just gonna be-
Orn approves.
I'm silently pleased.
Are there any mouse folk?
Make a perception check.
I'll make a fucking perception check there. Not good.
Can I as well? Because that is
Sure.
something that I'd probably.
Try a 5. Wait. That's a +3, right?
Yeah, it's a 13.
5.
So Orn, you absolutely see the mouse folk talking to. Oh wait, no, that's
That's just a hairy goblin.
no, that's just a hairy. That's just a hairy gnome.
I didn't know they got that hairy.
So
I
he's
ju-
just looking for short people.
I'm just staring at it. Oh god, this is internal monologue. I'm just staring. Oh my god, it's hairy. Oh fuck, it saw me looking. It saw me looking. Look away, look away.
It
As
just
for
makes
you,
me
Clover-
think of that thing you posted earlier, Drew.
Hmm?
Sexy goblin question mark.
Oh my god, no.
So inner Orn is a giddy Irishman.
No, that's just inner Adam, but slightly coming out.
So Clover, would you roll?
13.
No, and to be honest, you kind of expected that. If there was a mouse folk here, it would be well, they likely would have been born outside of the Machi area. It's unlikely that they would just be mingling in a high-class tavern.
Oh,
Not to say that it wouldn't happen, but more it's much like the Goliath, it would be very, very strange to see.
Be even funnier to see a Goliath with a mouse folk.
Yeah, that would be about as different as you could possibly get. Goliath go up to what, 10 feet, and yeah, there'd be like an 8-foot
Yeah.
difference. That'd be So you're standing in the doorway, scoping at the crowd. The crowd doesn't really give a shit about you. Everyone's got their own little groups, and any individual is tucked into the bar, tucked into their meal, so on and so forth.
I assume all of what we've done over the last 10 minutes has taken place over maybe like 5-6 seconds of staring.
About 10-15 seconds of just casing the joint.
I'm just going to look for the first kind of open booth or table and just kind of...
There's a few.
Booth would be nice.
There's a
nicely
number
muted.
of different booths. So to give you an idea of how the bar is kind of laid out, there is a very nice bartending area with a number of stools in front of it. But then at the very center, just before the stairwells that go up and down, there is on the back wall as well as a strip down the center, about 6 booths just that have a wall in between them, a very nice wooden wall
Booths along the-
divider, creating just booth on either side, booth on either side, booth on either side, and then a couple of booths shoved at the very back.
how booths normally
If-
set up.
If Marcilla gets a booth, you will receive a white text at the top of your screen saying Orn will remember this.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going for a booth along the wall.
Yeah, there's tons of them. Like, as many people as there are, the groups are more or less spaced out against walls, mixed in with a few different booths. There's probably about 2 or 3 that are empty, though.
I'll kind of stop right before the booths and just kind of gesture to everyone else, just like pick one.
The most remote.
Back wall, yeah. There's one, seems relatively remote, although there is enough people that if you're trying to be really sneaky, may want to just keep your voice down.
Okay.
I'm just going to assume someone has just picked booths and then we all sit down.
Easily done. Eventually, Tiefling makes their way up to you. Tail swishing back and forth. Very... Barracril, you would notice that this is a very well put together server's outfit. Nice little white apron at the front. Sleeves rolled up.
Barracril, are you standing at attention by now?
I want. Well, I can't.
That is, and you, as I am not speaking an Orin voice, it's above the table. Orin does not stay that.
He immediately comes over. Well, what can I get y'all? Oh, my apologies. Welcome to Nightingale.
Well, it's good to be here.
It's our pleasure to serve you, in however you see fit.
Oh, internal screaming from Madam, not Orin.
Adam, that was external.
No, it wasn't.
It was orange.
Orin will speak up. Meals, made, and orange juice for the girl.
Kind of blinks his eyes. Clover, I need you to roll a deception check for me. At advantage because you are
Disguise.
disguised.
And being helped by me.
Yes.
Again, advantage.
No triple advantage?
No.
I'm fucking with you, I know.
No, that's not a thing.
I know, that's why I'm fucking with you.
Do I need to run
How's the
interference?
16?
Not bad.
He kind of puts his arms on the table, just ducking down a little bit, so that he's resting on the balls of his feet. Rest assured, you don't need to worry too much about unwanted attention here. Discretion is our number one policy.
That's very good to hear.
Remember
Thank
it
you.
then.
And what I mean is, if the little one wants something not orange juice,
Can I roll insight to see if he just
Water.
completely saw through it or not?
sure.
He totally fucking saw through it.
Insight 13 for 17.
He's not even trying to hide it.
Yeah, no, he's straight up. He
Like, he's
saw
just
through it.
straight up is seeing through the disguises. Not that they were bad disguises, more he rolled really fucking good. But
So far, these
Who knows
disguises have been worth fuck all.
but bear in mind, it's also an establishment where they see all manners of everything.
Except for no fucking housefolk, apparently. Today.
The continental parallels are becoming more evident.
Anyways,
Anyways, I'm gonna lean forward and just just lean forward a bit closer to him since he's kind of forward on the table.
oh,
Thank you very much. Just
and pray tell, what can I get you?
and use it. And I'll grab a mead myself.
Sure you don't want something a little more top shelf?
Need to see what there is.
I assume rooms as well?
Please.
Bit safe to say that you're, how to say, traveling?
Quite.
Right,
Quite
well,
a lot, anyways.
don't be shy.
Above table, what would be like the fanciest word for like bathing or
A bathroom.
bathroom or, that you can think of?
Bath would be...
Bathhouse?
Consider this.
I'm trying
A
to ask her.
public bathhouse would be considered normal. A private bathhouse would be considered fancy. And a bath in an inn of this quality that's private would be considered good no matter what.
I think it was more a vernacular question.
Oh,
than a
vernacular?
World belting.
Ah,
Because I'm slightly fancy, and this is a fancy place.
He's trying to find a fancy way to say it. Where is the bathroom at? So I can have a nice.
Or just I just inquire about how is the place's fucking bathhouse,
Yeah.
you would basically just
bathing facilities.
bathhouse, how your bathhouse is, or so on and so forth.
And
How is this establishment's bathhouse?
Well, safe to say we make sure it's the best
Just had to check.
for private or public.
All right, good enough. I'll lean back.
Oh,
And I'll look at him and say,
did I
"Ben,
scare you? Don't worry.
No,
I
as
don't
in I'm leaning
bite.
back with like a smile on my face, like I'm satisfied.
Okay.
And,
He's still
and I'll
gonna
look
say that.
over him and say, and actually, orange juice sounds great.
I knew it.
No, we'll
He
get
clears
some,
his throat and quiets
We'll
down
get
again.
some freshly squeezed for you.
Oh, god damn you, Drew. Why you gotta make it all fucking sexual?
I feel like that
I'm
was more just.
uncomfortable.
I'm
I'll get it.
sorry, but did you not hear
I'll
the
get it.
fucking name of this place?
Like,
The Nightingale.
Orin is getting
Yeah,
more
I was
this
thinking
is-
Florence
this is-
Nightingale, but
Is this
Straight
a
up.
brothel? Did we end
A
up
level
in a
of tongue
brothel?
in cheek.
This
that I
is-
like.
fucking Bear Creel's just fucking happy tits over there, and Orin's getting more and more uncomfortable by the fucking second.
Oh, I thought our waiter was a male.
He
is.
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 Oh, okay.
I just understand the lingo.
Oh. I was just
I'm-
confused on the happy tits.
Bear Creel sees Orin's head slowly creaking towards him, to stare at him for choosing
I'm
this place.
Not detecting anything overtly about the name, and nightingale is a type of bird. Nightingale as a
Orin, buddy,
name
this
would-
is the part where you
Florence Nightingale, a fucking nurse.
look. Orin, I know it's not your cup of tea, but however, just allow me to indulge myself just this one time.
Oh, you're looking for indulgence there.
Were you wanting to say that after the server left the table, Gabriel?
Nope.
No, because Orin's looking at me real funny.
Orin's just fucking deflating. Not like physically getting low, but he's just there's a lot of subtle head equals desk.
I'll just like put my hand on the table nicely. Thank you very much. Yeah, slightly. Moment.
Oh god, I stopped myself. Thank
Can
you,
I roll that
ADHD
as
brain.
persuasion or something?
Hmm?
Can I roll that last delivery
it's-
like
no.
persuasion or something?
No, it's fine.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'll
Orin
let you
breathes
for
in.
now. Is there? So just to make sure I got this right, I assume you want strong for you. Points to Orin.
And salted pork. But yes.
We can do a lot better than salted pork. Sure, you don't want something little heartier?
Actually,
Orin, let
salted
me take the
pork is-
helm on this one. What do you have for the fancier variety of meats?
Oh,
I had just asked.
And
for
that's
one
the word I
spot.
was trying to avoid to using.
what heartier or
No,
fancier?
Fancier.
Meat.
Oh, well.
I was before my brain caught itself. I was about to say, "Bring me some meat."
Ah,
In a
I
place
said
like
chair-
fucking this,
chair moving. That can't possibly be good.
how much would it be for a charcuterie platter at a place like this?
Well, we can bring you a tasting platter all you want. It just depends. Are you looking for group buffet or are you looking for just a single serve?
I'm gonna look towards Orin and just to see if he was how hungry he is to eat tonight.
make a perception check. Is that allowed, Drew?
Yeah, that's totally allowed. You're the one offering it.
Yeah. Okay. I just had to check because I'm not the DM and I'm not calling out.
How's a non-natural 20?
I'm not even gonna fucking roll against you. Orin looks hungry. He wants his fucking alcohol. He wants some good meats and not the dick.
Normally, grumbly dwarf is hungry. What the fuck do you think, Barracriel?
Basically, Grumble.
See, the way that I'm about to word this is not going to sound anywhere like he wants the dick part.
I know, but
Why
it's
are
just
we
the
assuming
meat
this
thing.
is sexual? This just seems like a high-class joint.
Anyway, so it basically he's like
Hey, they're the
he's
ones
starting
making the
to turn-
assumptions.
Grumbly Dwarf is going into hangry Grumbly Dwarf.
We might as well make it the buffet tonight.
Hmm. Sounds good. So, what can we get you to drink? Points to you, Barracriel.
What is your selection of fine liqueurs? I know this
Well,
place here has a good reputation, so.
Ooh.
Well, what kind are you currently looking for? Dark, light? Do you want something a little more on the elven side, or are you thinking more hearty?
Good.
We've got a fine
Hearty
selection of
choice.
dwarven brews. We also have a very good selection of our own in-house. Some imported from the Gunagath Spires. The Goliaths brew a very fucking delicious.
Keep it close to home tonight. We'll go with
Keep
the
it-
local brew stuff.
Local, interesting. Thinking more of a Olympia or more of a wine, or what kind of?
I'll
What are you
try your
thinking?
Olympia tonight.
Well, aren't you adventurous?
Considering my
juice for
past
the m-
life, I wouldn't be that surprised.
So,
For me,
Olympia for the.
for me, I'd like to request a glass of something akin to an Irish whiskey,
Ooh.
whatever equivalent is in this world.
Equivalent would be. Where is my list? All right. Probably call it a bearded whiskey, or
Bearded?
some.
Where's the original
Like,
race?
I was also kind of hoping for whiskey, but you know what? The local flavor kind of just sold me on it. So
Yeah.
Say when he gets back for drinks, eventually I'll ask for like a Vidalcan port or sherry, whatever. Since he mentioned
okay.
liqueurs.
Okay.
What was the original race of a bearded whiskey?
Well, that's dwarven.
Okay, cool. So so dwarven whiskey is an Irish whiskey. Got it.
For all intents and purposes, yeah.
Not particular blend.
Equivalent. Let's see.
It's
yeah. But
Elvish. So what
what
did
would
you want?
Scotch be?
What do you mean?
Like Highland dwarfs, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Ooh.
confused by what you're.
Well, see, an Irish whiskey and a Scotch is completely fucking different.
I know that, but like I'm
Yeah, Irish
confused
whiskey
by
is piss.
like you would find bearded whiskey, which is basically dwarvish whiskey, in the Anvil Mountains quite readily. And then
Oh,
if
yeah.
you went if you went outside of there and you went more into the where is it? Where's
It
the
probably would have been
place?
what Warren kind of grew up on, like us and fucking rye whiskey.
Oh yeah, the
here.
bearded shit. Absolutely.
Where is it?
I want to taste a home.
The Buddenarg Highlands. I'm trying to find that. That would
right
be
here.
more. Yeah, that would be more the dwarvish, or sorry, the
Scotch type.
Scotch type.
Okay. Excellent. So the Anvil
So-
Mountains is alright.